Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully, we don't cut off or we don't cut off again. Um, so this is the second time this evening. Hopefully, Facebook will not cut us off. If indeed they did, or it's only our signal. I'm not sure, but we're just discussing here. Dear Facebook, we're discussing here the journey of an owner of a dog, an American Bully dog, on his champ journey. So it's all about experiences ng mga owners, experiences of owner of dogs that are getting recognition in our American Bully Kennel Club registry. So this is all wholesome, all educational, all about how to properly take care and promote dogs, no to dog fighting, everything all about how to take care and love our dogs, particularly our American Bullies. So whoever is trying, if there is a filter, yeah. So let's welcome Nathan again. Yes. If it doesn't work, I'll send a new one. Mga kaibigan, so nakat lang po kami kanina. Ang sarap na ho ng kwentuhan, pero nakat. So, pasensya na po, mga kaibigan. But I think we're back. So, hopefully, tuloy na po. So, again, Facebook, we are just discussing the journey of an owner and his dog towards gaining a championship status. Okay? And we are a channel that discuss how to properly take care and love our best friend, the dogs. All right? So this is wholesome, and this is all about taking care of our dogs. So wag po kayong sanang magdi-delete. So guys, ini-invite ko lang po uli ang ating mga speakers para magtuloy-tuloy po tayo. Okay. So nabanggit po kanina ni Nathan na siya po ay 24 years old, batang-bata, tsaka ang ating pong pinag-uusapang aso ay from Italy. So 3 years old na po si Tank. So hintayin lang po natin uli si Nathan. Ayan, he's back.
Yes, hello sir.
Sorry for that. Hopefully Facebook will not delete us again. I'm not even sure if it's Facebook. But anyway, again, nagpaalam po ako. Facebook, please allow us to talk about our American Bully, our dogs, because this is all educational. No to fighting. We are just loving and taking care of our dogs, and we are sharing wisdom and knowledge to other people so we can all enjoy and we can all be educated, be an educated community and be a happy community. So mga kaibigan, pwede na ho kayo ulit mag-comments ng inyong mga shoutouts and questions. But for now, ayan, Nathan.
Yes sir.
Kanina ang ating pinag-uusapan ay all about kung saan siya galing, no? Diba?
Yes. Kung saan galing sa Italy, yung Simone de.
Tapos siya ay 3 years old right now, right?
Yes sir, currently 3 years old. 3 years old.
Okay.
Polar.
So, nung nabili mo siya, dumating siya sa'yo ng 14 months, tapos 3 years old. So, meaning to say, ang pwede ko lang masabi, you were able to catch his prime. Tama?
Yes. Yes. That's very true, sir, na habol natin.
Ayun na nga. So, parang lumalabas ganyan kasi ang paniniwala ko talaga, ang prime ng American Bully is from 3 to 4. Yun po yung pinaka-peak nila. So, kung mga kaibigan natin, meron po kayong 1-year-old pa lang, 2-year-old pa lang, ay asahan nyo pa po, kung inalagaan po nyo ng tama ang inyong American Bully, yung peak po niya ay makikita nyo at 3 years old or 4 years old. Okay? So, si Nathan, nag-champion si Tank ng on his prime, di ba?
Yes, yes. Sir, very much awaited and it was a long, hard battle talaga. Battle.
So, marami kang pinagdaanan. Can you share some of it? Kunyari, umpisa natin dun sa mga, sige, sa nabanggit mo kanina, you can share the stories nung nagsisimula ka pa. Ano yung tingin mong naging weakness niya? Tapos, bakit sa tingin mo eventually na-reach niya yon? Ano yung mga adjustments na ginawa mo? Please do share.
Okay, where do I start? So first and foremost, Simon, I have to give him credits, no. He's a responsible breeder. Hindi siya magpapadala ng aso na kapal talaga kasi he wants to make sure that when it lands here and during travel, kaya ng aso yung katawan niya. Right? So the first struggle was getting him back in shape. Alam mo, Tank, for those who don't know, is a very iba yung style kay Tank when it comes to feeding. Tank likes his food in a certain way na parang nakabol siya. And we didn't know that at first, syempre. Hindi namin may isip na ibola kaya natin yung pagkain para kumain siya.
Okay. So may peculiar sa kanya, hindi lang siya basta-basta pakainin lang ng dog food, di ba? Mayroong certain style of feeding. Okay. Sige, go on.
And that took us months, to be honest, sir.
Wow. Okay.
It took us months to figure out what's the problem. We tried everything from beef, pork, lamb. I mean, kakain siya, pero hindi siya kakain ng masyado. We know na parang kulang yung kinakain niya. And it was, paano ba? We actually tried first satin balls. We were researching dog diets, that would help us achieve gain weight kay Tank. And one of the ideas was satin ball. Nung nag-satin ball, we realized na pansin namin na parang dahan-dahan sir. We believe in our kennel, we believe that if we cannot measure, we cannot manage. So
yes.
Amount of dog food and raw meat he eats, vegetables. So nag-start kami from as a big dog as he is, we started with just 400 grams. Yun yung kinakain lang niya. And eventually,
so mayroon ka kaagad challenge umpisa pa lang sa feeding. Diba?
Yeah, sa feeding.
Ito napapag-usapan natin because ang feeding, mga kaibigan, alam nyo ho, nakaramihan ho sa inyo, 99.9% sa inyo po, lahat ng tinatanong nyo po sa karamihan sa kadalasan po ay about feeding. So basically, even the best ones have problems similar as yours. So maganda na i-share ito ni Nathan ngayon kasi makaka-relate kayo, mga kaibigan. Sige, go on, Nathan.
So, I think a lot of us will be able to relate, marami, especially with me, I even made a joke post about it before, na paano napakapal si Tank? Anong diet niya and whatnot. And I've shared this also previously sa video ni Brother Joseph, nung pumunta siya sa kennel. Majority of Tank's diet right now is sakto, may nagtanong si Mr. J. Bullies.
Sakto talaga.
Ang diet po ni Polar Tank is around 80% raw and 20% I get from kibbles and vegetables. So yun yung first struggle, finding how to feed him in a way na hindi
Uh-huh.
kami invasive. We don't have to shove it down his throat. Minsan,
Correct,
susubukan
correct.
namin, alam mo,
Uh-huh,
ilalapit
uh-huh.
namin sa kanya kasi I guess that's our fault too, na baby talaga namin si Tank eh.
Yeah.
But we don't shove food down his throat.
Oh, no force feeding.
Ayokong mag-force feed kay Tank kasi ayoko mawala rin yung drive niya sa food eventually.
Yeah, actually, I agree kasi force feeding supposed to be there's a purpose for it.
Yes.
There's a need for it. It's not something na you should do it regularly kasi ang magiging disadvantage nun sa aso rin, yung kanyang appetite, yung drive niya to eat eventually on his own. Hindi mo naman forever sino-show. So, I have been a proponent or an advocate to hopefully lessen yung mga instances na mayroong mga force feed. Anyway, sige, go on, Nathan.
So, that was the first problem, sir. No? And yung second problem, baka ang karamihang audience na baka makarelate dito is those who import dogs. Okay? I mean, the cat's out of the bag na ang dami na nakakita. Tank, may allergies talaga. Right? May allergies si Tank. And it took us a long time figuring out. Dumating kami talaga, Sir John, sa point na ang papakain lang namin, ito, nagka-allergy siya sa pork, try natin beef lang. Pag may onting napansin namin sa beef, wala siyang tama, okay. Pero, it doesn't stop there. Hindi pwedeng yun lang kasi eventually nagsasawa rin yung aso. Parang tao lang.
Tama.
Nagsawa si Tank, ang trouble now is what do we add to the beef? Na, okay si Tank. So, ang naging problema naman namin ngayon is, ano na naman yung pwedeng we tried numerous dog foods. Kami talaga, but we eventually ended up sticking with Brit Care na lamb and rice.
Brit Care. Okay.
Sa maraming nagtatanong, I don't hide or wala po kaming tinatagong sekreto na kahit ano, kahit ultimong diet ni Tank, ibibigay ko sa inyo kung gaano karami.
Yeah. That's great. Kasi kailangan ng mga viewers natin ngayon yan kasi lahat ho sila talaga praning pagka hindi kumakain ng aso nila. So, I just showed it on the screen. Si Tank, can you see him, Nathan?
Yes, I can see him very well.
Ayan. Sige, you can continue para meron lang silang idea kung sino ang pinag-uusapan natin.
So, actually, itong weight, this is the perfect weight of him. Pero before we got here, yun nga, we had this big issue with allergy. Na
allergy, okay.
I have to give credit to Tito Arlon, Sir Arlon Dexter Beberabe. He introduced us to a certain clinic abroad in Canada who sila kasi yung nag-run ng allergen test for dogs that covers the most spectrum of allergies possible. So,
all right.
So we eventually did that. It cost a bit, pero kasi you have to understand at masakit din yung hindi kakainin ng aso mo yung dog food. Or kakainin, gastos ka naman sa gamot.
Yeah.
So, I'd rather feed my dog naturally and not give him this much medicine, preserve his life. So, ano yung route papunta doon? We had the allergen test para sigurado. And now I can say na I 100% know everything Tank can or cannot eat. Sir John, gusto ko lang i-shoutout. I want to shout out my brother Mateo Bully Paradise from Grand Champ Big Aaron Line. The previous handler of my boy Polar Tank, and he has given me so much great advice on how to bring out the best of the Tank.
So what I'd like to highlight on this time of this discussion, what I'd like to highlight is that Nathan just mentioned that Mateo from Italy has been giving him a lot of advices. So people listening to this podcast, this broadcast, even on the replay, take out your pride, no? Find people, find mentors, find people that will help you, all right? Throw away the garbage, take in the gold nuggets from people who have been doing this for a while because I am telling you, these people all over the world, or of course, especially in the Philippines, ang dami pong pwedeng magbigay ng golden nuggets and golden wisdom po sa inyo. Ito
That's
po,
good.
si Nathan has a champ dog, but it was a team effort. Marami hong mga tao na tumulong sa kanya para ma-achieve po niya. Let's remember, he got Polar Tank at 14 months and nag-champion po si Polar Tank at 3 years old. So for the span of almost 2 years, they all prepared. The team Polar Tank prepared for him for his journey, and now here he is. So congrats sa Polar Tank Battalion, di ba?
Marami pong salamat, Sir John, and everyone who has been congratulating me. I am a very, hindi po ako plastic when I thank everyone individually in the comments. Kasi I'm just a kid,
Yeah.
I'm just a young person in this game. I have maraming nauna, and there's a lot of people before me, a lot of greater breeders out there. Pero to receive that much applause, it just validates the amount of effort we've put in. Kasi like I've
Correct.
said, Mr. John, you mentioned na 2 years, di ba, naglaro si Polar Tank. Pero what I can actually tell you is that he only played a handful of ABKC matches.
Yeah.
It
was
because,
strategy.
well, I'm studying first, and second, like I've mentioned, the first few months of Polar Tank, a lot of I'm thankful to a lot of people who really appreciated him enough to avail his stud service. Nakatulong tayo increase ng stock nila, di ba? Through Polar Tank. I focused more on we as a team focused more on the breeding for the first few months. I would say a good year or so. And at the same time, those were the months na those were the most difficult months for us. Ito yung mga buwan, hahanapan namin paano pakainin si Polar Tank, ano yung drive ni Polar Tank, ano yung style on training Polar Tank. Kasi a lot of people don't know this, pero I'm very open about this. Si Polar Tank, his drive comes in the showing talaga. Pag nandito sa bahay, all he wants to do is lay around. Yun lang. Hindi siya proper gating. He will not properly gate. Wala siyang kalaro.
Wala siyang kalaro.
So, actually, Mateo gave us this great advice on how we could develop his drive. And and we apply this now for all of our dogs sa handling, training, everything. Before we do anything we want out of the dog. Kasi tandaan na, when we are asking something out of our dogs, when they are competing in the showing. Bakit? In their natural habitat, hindi naman sila nag-showing eh. Naglalaro sila. So, what we do first is pinapasaya muna namin si Tank bago every training. We have to be in the mood to train.
So basically, Nathan, sobrang sarap pakinggan yung mga kwento mo at hindi pa kita patatapusin doon kasi you should continue. I'm just gonna tell the listening public na nung una, you were having difficulty sa kanyang feeding.
Yes.
All right? And then now, you're now talking, kasi parang siguro, after a few months, a year, nakuha mo na rin yung feeding sa kanya, correct feeding, tapos nakapag-adjust na rin siya, from Italy naman kasi siya, tapos ngayon naman, you're telling me yung pagiging sobrang active niya sa yard mo, sa mismong bahay, sa kennel, but sa dog show, meron siyang challenge. May challenge kung paano siya maging equally happy sa dog show, di ba?
Actually, sir, it's the opposite. He is more happy in the shooting.
Hindi
siya happy. So, what we have to do when we are training talaga is we have to bring the dogs out. We have to provide, his playtime. Si Polar Tank, actually, sabi ko nga sa karamihan, hindi ako, I am dominant over him. Pero siya ang boss. Kasi I can assert my dominance all I want. Pero kung para sa tao talaga, Kasi katabi ko
Uh-huh.
matulog and everything.
Uh-huh.
Ang laging nangyayari is if wala siya sa mood, alam ng mga handler ko 'to, pahirapan kayo diyan kung paano niyo ito-training 'yan. Wala siya sa
Yeah, yeah,
mood, eh.
yeah.
He
Uh-huh,
has to
uh-huh.
be happy with what he's doing, which is why I am very thankful for, I'm thankful for that part of him na sometimes talaga, Sir John, if you come here and visit us 'pag may training, makita mo na
Uh-huh.
parang wala siya sa mood, right?
Uh-huh.
Parang he's not gonna gate the way he gates in the showering with his head held up high. He's not
Uh-huh.
gonna be he's not gonna be, carrying his moving like the way he does in the show. There's a certain happiness he has in the showing
All
that
right.
only happens in the showing. Sila Moy, my previous handler, si Kuya Moy, Paitome, sila
Uh-huh.
Amir, sila Dominic, they can attest to this na iba ang kilos ni Tank sa showing compared sa training.
Oh, okay. So
He
you're
is much,
telling me he knows when it's show time.
he knows when he has to show off.
So I guess isa yun sa isang magandang one of the things that we're able to share here with your story, with your anecdotes, is that even champ dogs go through a lot of ups and downs. Diba?
Actually, sir, if I may, no, I
Uh-huh.
would say the champ dogs go through the most up and downs.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sila
This is
talaga yung um, maraming nadidemand ang kanilang master from them, right?
yes, yes, and this goes without saying, sir. If I could put it in order, first there was the food problem. What kind
Uh-huh.
of food he can take kasi may allergy
Uh-huh.
siya.
Yeah, yeah.
Second, there was the matter of how do I get him up to weight or up to weight kasi nga
Uh-huh.
at that time hindi ko alam yung allergy niya, pero I didn't know how he want I alam ko na yung allergy niya, pero I didn't know how he wanted to eat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And third is we had to figure out how to bring out his drive when eventually we realized na naturally mayabang lang si Tom sa showing.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just continue, just continue.
just to answer, no, pero
Sige.
all those things, if you sum them all up, I really go back to what Mateo told us, the great advice Mateo
Uh-huh.
gave us, which
So,
is
what's that?
before you ask anything of your dog, make sure you have provided him with what he needs. And what does a dog need to be honest? It's just to be happy.
Yeah,
Masaya siya
yeah.
sa ginagawa niya.
Be a normal dog. Be a happy normal dog, right?
Yes. I think that maraming I ako with my experience or experience. Siyempre, when you have a dog and you know your dog
Hi,
is of
Callan.
value,
Yeah.
you're expecting some certain level na, di ba? Some certain level of showmanship from the dog agad or performance. Pero we have to keep in mind that our dogs are still living creatures na kailangan masaya.
Correct.
Parang tao, hindi sila ako personally, kung hindi ako masaya sa ginagawa ko, I will not last long and I will not want to do it. And I
Yes,
guess
yes, yes.
everyone else is like that. So parang ganun lang ina-apply namin sa aso. He has to
Tama
be
naman,
happy.
tama naman. Tama naman, tama naman. So, with that said, with that anecdote and then your story na sobrang inspiring, may mga comments dito na sobrang sarap daw makinig, dami natututunan. So again, let me remind everyone, if you can, if I may ask your help to help share this video, this live podcast here in Facebook or in YouTube. Kasi we want other people to be inspired.
Yes.
Kasi I am talking to Nathan Araneta of Reaper Crew Bullies, right? Reaper.
Yes.
So basically, what I'm saying is, parang 4 years pa lang siya nag-aalaga. He's been in the game for 4 years. But this kid, I don't want to call him kid, to be honest. This man is serious pagdating sa pagbubuli. He will not take no for an answer. He's gonna do his best. I am assuming, but I am pretty sure he is targeting to have the best produced dog in the Philippines. So
Well, that's
basically, hihingi ko lang sa'yo yung right now, Nathan, with the journey of Polar Tank, hindi naman in the background, pero nabigay mo na sa kanya yung gusto mong, unang-unang gusto mo mangyari na maging champion siya. Let me ask you this. Pagdating sa production, ano yung vision mo for Polar Tank naman?
well, actually, Sir John, no, if I may, I would like to take note kasi being a champion is just a bonus.
Yeah.
It's the cherry on top. The vision when we purchased Polar Tank was always to make a champion out of him.
Yeah.
Not
A production
champion
out of it.
him, champion out of him. A production from him. And actually, we talked about this, Sir John, no, nung magkasama tayo before. How do you know if your dog is producing? Kailangan alam mo tendencies ng dogs mo when he reproduces.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And yun yung sugal mo bilang breeder, to be honest, kasi you never know. You never know ano has produced
until you
before.
try.
Yes. So, when Tank, in terms of production, Sir John, the ultimate goal is always to be able to represent our motherland out there in the nationals, Euro nationals, and proudly saying that hindi namin to binili. Ginawa namin.
Before you continue, to the viewers and listeners, what he mentioned a while ago, Nathan mentioned nationals. I-clear ko lang po sa mga hindi pa po sa kung ano ibig sabihin nun. Ang ABKC, ang American Bully Kennel Club, which is based in Virginia, USA, holds a nationals, the biggest American Bully Dog Show, every December, first week of December, in Houston, Texas. So basically, all of us that are into American bullies, into dog show, our ultimate, the highest stage would be the nationals, mga kaibigan. So, sinishare ko lang po yun para makarelate po tayong lahat. So, kung whatever Nathan has mentioned a while ago about nationals, baka isipin nyo anong nationals yun, di ba? Hindi po yung gobyerno, pero nationals po yun sa Houston, Texas, the highest competition for the American Bully breed. Every year, first week of December, Houston, Texas. Anyway, go on, Nathan.
So ayun, sir. Like what you've mentioned here, this is the Nationals is the most prestigious American Bully show. Pero kasi hindi naman sa pag-aano, madali kasing it's hard to compete there, you know.
Yeah,
and it's hard. It's even harder to compete there with your own production, with something you bred, which is yun yung para sa pinaka. If you've done that, you're probably in bully nirvana. Alam mo yun? You will be up in the clouds kasi hindi mo binili lang yung aso, ginawa mo mismo. Inubusan, pinag-aksayahan mo ng oras, effort, pera to compete him, to make sure he's healthy, to make sure he's at that certain level of performance. And you are invited to play at the biggest stage of American Bully.
Yeah.
Yun para sa akin was the ultimate goal when we purchased Polar Tank. Kasi to add lang, the reason why we purchased Polar Tank is pupunta tayo medyo sa scientific side of the American Bully.
No problem at all. I want people to listen to this because this is coming from a 24-year-old, 4-year in the game, pero ang dami niyang alam. So, kayo po na nag-uumpisa pa lang, di ba? Sana ma-inspire po kayo sa kanya. Anyway, go on, Nathan.
Yes, I have, syempre, none of this I have to first mention is none of it would be possible without the help of my family. Lalo ng dad ko na naging dynamic duo kami dito sa Pag-American Bully. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have done a lot of research on my own. Pero still a great big part of my knowledge comes from my father. Na alam ng iba, breeder naman ng cockfight, ng cocks before for cockfighting. Na share sa akin yung knowledge niya about breeding. So, in the science part of purchasing Polar Tank, alam natin na ang kulay ni Polar Tank is white, dominant, white-pied. And genetically, that is a strong gene. It is a gene known to be, na pag ganun ang kulay mo, it is a strong gene na most likely ipapasa niya sa offsprings Yung
marami
feature
siyang magiging sa puti.
and genotype niya. Not necessarily the color, pero the belt,
Yeah. Okay.
ilang kulay. So, kasi most of polar tanks production actually, believe it or not, are not pied.
Uh-huh.
So, alam na namin na ito white pied, pero strong genes ang white pied. So, what makes tank special? Anong meron sa kanya kung white pied siya? If you've seen tank, he has a pocket, medyo matangkad na pocket, pero he is
Tall pocket.
right now, his maintaining weight is 42 kilograms. And that is when hindi siya fat. He is a very healthy, muscular, and solid dog at 42 kilos.
Yeah, and then napansin ko sa sobrang kapal niya pero hindi siya hingalin.
No. And that is because, yun nga, marami po tayong breeders na natatakot mag-import or mag-alaga ng bully kapag mainit. Well, I would like to say na we acclimatize polar tank here. He's just roaming around the house. Kung ako naka-aircon, hindi ibig sabihin naka-aircon siya kasi usually si tank gusto nga niya sa sala, which is hindi naman lagi naka-aircon. Hindi naka-aircon actually. So, na-acclimatize siya sa weather first, and secondly, he needs to have his regular exercise. So his cardio is great. At his weight, at his height, most dogs of his height, and if they carry the same weight, would have a hard time going around and around the show ring, running back and forth.
Tama.
Si Tank wala po nun. And I think that for most part, it's training. A second part is genetics. Kasi yung mga sister niya, ganun din. Yung kapatid niya na nasa akin ngayon, si Siska, ganun din. So, I think exercise plays a vital role sa...
May tanong dito, Nathan. If you may tanong dito. You can... Can you confirm if Tank has aggression towards other dogs? If yes, how do you train or how do you control that trait?
Well, okay. I will say this for the record. Si Tank, he gets aggressive when other dogs try to dominate over him. Kasi ang ugali talaga ni Tank, even in this house, is kung ang usapan aso lang, he has to be alpha. Gusto niyang siya ang alpha. Nagte-train down ng... And how do we train Tank or control that trait? Actually, it goes two ways eh. First and foremost, pag nilaro namin si Tank, if nakikita niyo yung mga videos ko, si Tank is here in the house, playing around with his sister, with little puppies, mga anak niya, walang problema. Nagpapack pa sila. No, ang nagtitrigger sa aggression actually Tank is when another dog, pinakaayaw niya to, when another dog is being more alpha than him. Pero it gives me benefits. Kasi yan lang nagdalan yung natural show-off niya si Shuring. He just wants to be parang si Tank ganito eh. Pag nandyan ako, may aawayin siya. Pag sinabi akong stop, no. Nandito pala si boss. Pero, in the showing kasi, hawak din siya ng handler niya. Pag nakita niya ibang aso, ang gusto niya sabihin, oo, si boss alpha, pero alpha pa rin ako sa'yo. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
I am the second in command. So, we don't hide this. We are not hiding.
Wala. We're being transparent actually, and then you by acknowledging it, you accept that there is certain aggression, and then let me just reiterate this as a senior ABKC judge. Our main turn off, aggression towards human, not other dogs. Okay?
Yes.
So basically, ang kinaganda nitong nangyayari is like, we are actually being fed with information na unfiltered.
Yeah.
If you are trying to learn from Nathan, learn from this video kasi wala kaming tinatry na itago. We're being transparent. And given the fact that these are dogs, these are still animals.
Yes.
They have their own moods also. And then ini-explain naman ni Nathan how he's trying to control. But again, ABKC rules and most registries rules, ang aggression towards human, yun po yung no-no. Di ba? So, anyway, you can continue, Nathan.
Just to answer to what you said, no, aso by nature, all animals, even humans, want to assert dominance over their own kind. Right?
Yeah.
Tao yun. It's in human nature. It's the rule of hierarchy. Sorry for the jargons, pero yun siya. You want to be at the top of your game. Gusto mo ikaw yung siga.
Oh.
And that's normal. That's very normal. Pero one thing I do appreciate about Tank Sira,
all right.
he has never shown any aggression towards a human. He has actually super affectionate towards a human.
Sobra.
Hindi ako plastic. You can watch the videos, not of just me. You can ask sila si Reg who's been to my home, people who've been to my home, nagpastad kay Tank. Si Tank ang sobrang lambing to the point na my little cousin, 1-year-old, my little 1-year-old cousin, prior to when he was one, hanggat sa ngayon, now he's 2 years old, sinasakyan niya si Polar Tank. Kinakagat niya yung tela, sinasabunutan niya, ginagawa niyang kapuyo.
Ginagawa niyang toy.
Tank really doesn't care. He actually admires it. Para sa kanya, playtime lang. So I'd like to clarify that part, Kasi I'm not trying to hide anything. We are not hiding anything. It's not for me kasi.
And you wouldn't be able to hide those things. And kudos to you and much respect ng pagiging transparent. Sabi nga nito, yung tao nagtanong, si J.K. Lim, siya rin naman yung nagsabi na salamat for being transparent. Kasi we're here to learn. Diba?
Yes.
So sa mga tao ngayon na nakikinig, tapos meron kayong konting aso na merong konting ugali, listen to Nathan kasi meron siyang champion dog na meron din siyang aggression towards other dogs pero may rason, mayroong nagtitrigger, binabawasan ng trigger, tinitrain, sinusocialize sa tao, kahit bata, kahit 1-year-old. So that's very admirable, di ba?
Yes. Actually, hanggat ngayon ang pinaka-most viewed video ko was that video of my 1-year-old little cousin playing around, hugging Tank. Na parang si Tank is just there. Funny story, mahulog yung cousin ko na yun. Si Tank pa mismo yung humarang sa fall niya actually. Nag-react siya doon sa pahulog. So, yeah. Sabi ni Dominic, yes, tama. Totoo yan. You have to he is a dog. Tank is a dog. Let us not be naive here. If your dog can dominate you, I guarantee you, aggressive siya sa lahat.
Correct.
You have to be able to show your dog who is master.
Ikaw ang boss ng aso mo.
Yes.
Ikaw ang master ng aso mo.
Yes. And like I said before, kanina, yung aggression niya towards other dogs for trying to be alpha sa kanya. Well, it gives a certain edge. Why? Kasi kung si Tank kilala niya yung handler niya, nagsasubmit niya sa handler niya. Pero deep inside, may kulo siya kasi parang nagpapaka-alpha tong isang aso. You will see that transposed in the showing. It is poetry in motion. Para sa akin, I absolutely admire. May mga, lalapit sila kay Tank trying to, this is a competition. Let's not be hypocrites. Trying to, get him disqualified pag na-trigger siya. So, I know I have full trust in my handlers. Si Stanley ngayon, si Chokes, and all my previous handlers. I have full trust that they're capable of handling Tank. Yan, si Doms, who also handled Tank.
Marami nakikinig sa atin ngayon, handlers. Marami na siyempre nakikinig sa atin, mga first-time owners. Hopefully, na natutuwa kayo sa aming mga pinag-uusapan. Kasi kahit ako, natututo rin ako. Dahil katulad nga sinasabi ko, so, learning never stops, di ba? So, with that being said, Nathan, meron ka bang timeline kung saan gusto mong, how many years from now, gusto mong ma-observe ang production ni Tank and then you would say na talagang, di ba? Or meron ka bang share sa amin na future plans? Kung hindi mo naman mamasamay at hindi naman sikreto, di ba? Pero if you may.
Actually, sir, to touch up on that part. Marami rin nagtanong sa akin about our most recent breeding, which is an inbred tank. Binalik namin
Okay.
binalik namin yung anak tank sa kanya. Well, ito lang po kasi sir sa amin, no, if I don't want to sound like I am carrying my own boat, nagbubuhat bangka. Pero
Uh-huh.
what we've seen consistent with multiple different females of different lines, different breeds, different looks,
Uh-huh.
is may isa silang kinukuha lagi kay tank. Well,
Okay.
dalawa.
Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Na dominant talaga. Which is I'm very
Uh-huh.
thankful that Tanks gives his bones. And
Uh-huh.
I can always from a perspective of the female
Uh-huh.
nakita ko na yung production ni Tank,
Uh-huh.
the headpiece of the dogs are always larger pag brinig kay Tank. Lumalaki sila dun sa nanay, sa headpiece ng nanay,
Okay.
even the female.
Okay.
So doon kami very thankful kasi one thing that is very hard to find kahit na sa Grand Champion dog is if he gives off those good traits na we want, the big bones, kung binibigay niya sa anak.
Correct,
So,
correct. Ang bones ay napaka-importante at saka napaka-importante ng big bones and sa American Bully kasi talagang isa yan dapat sa nakikita sa American Bully. Okay? Tapos, isa sa pinaka-gustong makuha na traits ng Bully ay ang big bones pero isa sa pinaka-mahirap hanapin din, mga kaibigan. Mahirap siyang hanapin consistently on a certain bloodline. Minsan, if you go too tight, lumiliit na rin ang buto, lumiliit ang ulo, but depende kung paano mo aaralin ang bloodline. And then, kung matanong ko lang, no, Nathan, kung ikaw ay, if you're not the owner of Tank right now, kunyari lang, no, let's have parang hypothetical lang, no. Kunyari, hindi mo pagmamayari si Tank, tapos meron kang female. Anong klaseng female ang gusto mong ipares kay Tank?
Thank you, Sir John. Actually, pinag-iisipan ko yan the past few days.
Kasi meron ka ng experience meron ka ng previous breedings. Pero ngayon, sa mga nakikinig ngayon na magkaroon ng interest na kay Champion Tank, ano kaya klaseng female yung magandang ibangga kay Tank?
Okay, sir. I'll answer this in two parts, no. One part
Okay.
if gusto mo ng show dog, one part if gusto mo ng wow dog. Kasi they're two dogs na can be used very differently pero both very effective in breeding. If you want a show dog out of Tank, I would suggest you give him a nice standard na good looking standard with maganda talagang structure. Give a good standard kasi pag humugot ng height ang tuta, like I've said, the tendency is Tank will give his bones even to taller dogs. Since nag-produce ng isang in-house breeding ko, puro standard ang nilabas. Pero again, that dog that I bred Tank to is arguably my smallest pocket female.
Wow. Okay.
So if gusto mo mas tumaas yung tendency na pocket na standard ang ilabas niya pang laro, I would give him a nice structured standard female. And the bloodline, I would say, doesn't really matter. Kasi nakikita ko tendency ni Tank ibigay sa kahit anong bloodline, nabibigay niya yung gusto kong ibigay niya, which is yung bones.
Ang gusto mo bang sabihin na medyo dominant talaga magbato si Tank?
I don't want to impose na ayaw kong sabihin na yes, I would like to say Tank is dominant in breeding. Hindi ko po sinasabing si Tank lang ang ganon ha. May mga ibang aso giving off their own traits. I am just saying Tank, dominantly ibibigay niya yung kapal niya ng buto, everything kasi I've proven it napakadami kong breeding sir na hindi ako nagbebenta sa totoo lang. We don't really open to public or put out our pups for sale for the sole reason na we want to see what does he really do. So yun ang gusto namin
mapatunayan. Can you expound on that? Kasi a lot of our viewers, a lot of our listeners are probably not on the same boat or shall I say, if you breed and then you, you don't plan to sell, so give us your mindset towards that parang mentality kate ng tao. Bakit ganun? Bakit ganun, di
Yes,
ba?
yes. Actually, medyo, it was a sensitive topic before kasi they would
That
ask me
being,
if I were selling.
yeah.
Ang lagi kong sagot is, you can buy, pero again, the purpose of my first breedings is to
Uh-huh.
create bloodline out of tank.
Uh-huh.
Which is also the same reason why nag 2 times tank ako. I want to
Okay.
create a certain bloodline na malakas yung dugo ni tank, and I want to see what that does consistently. Which is
Okay.
why itong mga in-inbreed ko, of course, syempre outcross na sila. Let's
Uh-huh.
not it's not even a question. They're gonna go out. Lalabas ako out of my own
Uh-huh.
kennel. And
Uh-huh.
what I really want to see is kahit na lumabas ako sa kennel ko, not using my own studs,
Uh-huh.
will the bloodline or will that dominancy and giving of his traits continue? Kasi para
Okay.
sa akin, yun ang legacy ni Tank. If he can do that, then I would say na his purpose for me purchasing him has been fulfilled. Kasi like I said,
Okay.
bonus na yung championship. His purpose was
Yeah.
a breeding pool for me.
To produce, di ba?
He was
So
bought to
parang ang
produce.
sinasabi mo, Nathan, is like, I'm not putting words on your mouth, but as far as I can comprehend sa shinare mo is that yung breeding na wala kang planong ibenta just because you're really being meticulous and observant kung ano yung binabato ng bloodline na may hawak ka.
Yes.
Para sa mga pure na pwede mong maging breeding, ay confident ka sa mga potential clients and customers na masabi
Yes.
mo, ito yung tendency ibabato ng bloodline ito. So hindi
Yes.
ka lang basta benta ng benta
No.
na nagbibigay ng mga false promises, pero ikaw mismo, tinitesting mo muna para once na ready ka na mag-let go some of your productions, alam mo talaga, majority of the time, you will know ano yung kalalabasan ng tuta na yun. Tama ba ako?
Well, I would not guarantee kung na alam ko ang kalalabasan ng tuta. I would say I know that certain traits na ibibigay ng aso. Kasi
Alright.
again, it's a mix eh. May gagamitin kang ibang bloodline. So hindi mo rin alam kung anong mahuhugot niya sa ibang bloodline. Ang alam ko lang is the tendency na pag ginamit mo si Tank or linya ni Tank, ibibigay niya sa'yo yung hinahanap mong, kung hinahanap mo ay bones, massive bones. Sinasabi ko, why? And why do I say this with confidence? Sir John, to be honest, no, we went in this game, we were in it, we are currently in it for the long run. Ang dami na different lines of females. We went, I don't want to say shopping spree. Ayoko magtunog. Kasi hindi po tayo ganun kayaman. We really work hard para makuha yung meron tayo. Pero we went as far as, we are actually open to, sir. People know this. I will personally, or if you think your female is may ma-offer sa akin, personally, on my program, I'm open for puppy sharing just for the sake na I want to see what Tank does with that blood.
Wow. Yeah. That's a good one. Sige, go on. Elaborate.
Okay, so just to elaborate, sir, I have bred Tank with numerous lines. I have this next 3 galing to kay Brother Nico Morada. Happy birthday nga pala. Binili ko kay Nico Morada is a Big Red daughter, Rocco Mania daughter, Mr. B daughter, and ayun, binili ko yung tatlong yun. Bumili rin ako ng heavy phenom, as in very, very malapot na phenom blood before from kay Oliver Manyala of previously West Time Police. Dahil nakasakit niya nung panahon na yun si Pepper and si Thanos.
Correct. Heavy phenom.
Yes, and I also have other females in my yard right now. We also use old school lines with Freak Show of my groupmate sa Titan Bullies. Maraming salamat, bro Jeff Nicolas. Meron din kaming old school lines of yung female line was a mix of old school line of Freak Show and Razor's Edge. We also have another female na ang laman naman niya is what do you call this? Old school muscle tone.
Uh-huh.
And we also opened some of our studs to Emperor Blood. Na may,
Emperor Blood, okay.
so,
Ang dami, marami.
lahat sila, kung Dali, meron pa palang Grand Dali Blood.
Uh-huh.
Na actually, sir, production ni Perino lang naman.
Okay. That's good.
So, I have been waiting. Actually, kukunin ko niya yung female ko soon.
Wow.
What am I trying to say, no?
Okay.
Sa dami ng females na yon, of different bloods,
Uh-huh.
I can guarantee, or I am proud to say, na 80 to 90%, if not all of them,
Uh-huh.
nakuha ang buto ni Tank. May resemblance, may significant gain from the buto ng dam.
Female. Uh-huh.
May nakita mo yung significant growth of the bone, of the difference of the bone structure. Once na brinid na kay Tank, yung mga anak may makakapal na buto pa rin.
Abay, maganda yan. So para lumalabas, ito talaga yung breeding to improve. Kasi you know the weakness of your dog, the weaknesses kung marami yan, tapos bigla na lang makakahanap ka ng stud na magko-complement talaga. So not to be sirang plaka, pero really when you breed, you need to breed to improve. Sige. So go on, Nathan.
So just to answer also the question, no, ba't hindi kami nagbebenta ng puppies before? It was for that purpose na ayaw namin na makita ayaw namin sabihin na si Tak nagbibigay nito eh. Pero hindi namin sabi na with a certain percentage of sureness. Alam niyo yun, sir? Of guarantee. So, bakit kami nagdamot? Or sorry for the lack of better term right now. Nagdamot sa mga puppies before. It's because we are in here for the long run. Yes. And once we cater to the market with our pups, actually, simple plug, sir, ngayon magsisimula na ako mag-open talaga for public na meron na talaga akong mga tutang ibebenta.
Wow, that's good news, ha?
Yes, and this actually, ayoko naman magtunog na mamagaling, pero swerte, sir, ang makakuha ng mga first few pups ko na openly for sale. Kasi before, I offered them for rehoming, or offered them if you want them, I offered a few to buy kasi isa lang kailangan ko doon. Pero maramihan hindi talaga. Ngayon, marami talagang i-open na pups pwedeng bilhin.
People will be glad to hear that.
Yes, sir. And kung ba't ko nasabing baka swertehin ang mga makakuha, is because these are coming from the inbred tank breedings.
Whoa. So talaga may chance sila kung kayo po ay nagkakaroon ng interest talaga sa bloodline ng polar tank, ito na po yung pagkakataon nyo. So, may question ako, Nathan, no? Isang magandang tanong na kung saan sa dami ng mga na-share mo na mga kwento, abay, bigyan kita ng magandang tanong rin para sa mga kababayan natin, loob ng bansa and labas ng bansa. Ang tanong na to ay, given that sa kwento mo naman, kitang-kita na you're very happy sa tinatahak or sa nagiging direction when it comes to show and production. Most importantly, the production. Ang tanong ko sa iyo, Nathan, bilang responsible breeder, meron ka rin bang self-awareness and meron ka rin bang eventually kung na-realize mo na the direction you chose isn't really going well. Instead of improving, merong mga palpak, dumadami, nagpo-proliferate. Are you willing to push the reset button?
Most definitely. Kasi it beats the purpose of breeding. It beats the purpose, unless the sole purpose is to make money. Pero para sa akin kasi, if you want to really make money, a great example, mga magagaling na breeder, mga sikat na aso na lang gamitin natin, sir, no? Gamitin natin si Magoo, gamitin natin si Rocco, gamitin natin si Dax, si Granddaddy, and so on. Anong common denominator of why those breeders made money off of their dogs? Kung ang purpose natin is pera. It's because they are consistent, di ba? Nakita ng tao na consistent. Consistent ang binibigay. They are giving consistencies with certain traits na binibigay ng aso nila.
Correct.
So if you really want, and this is the business side coming out, if you really want to make money, yung sure money is you have to make sure consistent yung bloodline mo. Consistent yung aso mo. Consistent na binibigay yung gusto mong traits. Kasi if not, then why?
Interrupt kita, Nathan, kasi I think you would be happy that Simona Poli from Italy says, good evening, guys. Good evening, Simona.
Good evening,
and
ma'am.
Happy birthday, Simona.
Yes,
we love you, Simona.
I'm very thankful for Simona Poli also. She actually and Guido took care of my tank when he was back in Italy, And I have a huge respect for this couple,
Yeah. Simona and Guido. Buongiorno. So from Italy, sa mga hindi lang nakakaalam, nabanggit lang ni Nathan sa akin, si Polar Tank as a puppy and yung mga kapatid niya, mga littermates niya, naalagaan po ni Simona and Guido for a time, di ba?
Yes. I am very thankful to them na, they are one of the most genuine people you will find in this community.
All right.
And it's, and they come from across the world, across the planet pa sila. And they're showing their genuinity. So I have a high respect for them.
Sige, you can continue with the topic kanina.
Yes, so going back to the business side muna, if you're gonna hit the reset button, if you're not producing, if you're not improving the breed, you may in a business point of view, pwede kang kumita, you may get you may get money out of this.
Okay.
Pero it won't last that long.
Welcome lang natin si Reg Capistrano. Yes. Sorry, Nathan. Welcome lang natin ang ating regular mainstay speaker, Reg Capistrano of Bully House Manila. Welcome. So as you were saying, Nathan.
Yes, sir. So for me, yun yung business aspect of it, If you can make money, pero you're not gonna maximize the potential. Kumbaga, you're gonna make money for some time, then eventually magsasawa yung tao kasi they're not seeing the promises, they're not seeing what they want to see in the production. Eventually, you're gonna be forced to hit the reset button. Why? Wala nang pumapasok, kailangan ko ng bagong aso. So, that's for the business. And for the breeding side of it naman, for me, there's always a pinnacle, there's always a peak, or there's always a certain time of up to when you can use the dog without destroying the breed. So, so for me, I would hit the reset button once I notice na his tank per se or the bloodline needs a new addition in order to be better, in order to improve the breed.
I agree.
I would hit the reset button then. Why? Because if I'm too tight with the blood of tank, and to the point na it's already hindi na siya, how do you say this? It's no longer giving improvement to the breed. I will hit the reset button. We will hit the reset button.
So basically, thank you for that, and let's greet our good friend Errol Bowden, a senior ABKC judge from Atlanta, from Georgia. So, good day, Errol. Errol, just let me know if you want to share some things during the live. I can send you an invite. All right, so you can join in. But what we're talking about right now is that Nathan is the owner of Polar Tank, a new ABKC champion, and he just shared that he's been very happy with the productions of polar tank, and I just asked him if in the future he sees some weaknesses on the program, is that if he's willing to to push the reset button, if you know what I mean, right? So he just shared a lot of good insights, and he was able to make it clear that he's more than willing to do that if he's able to observe some inconsistencies and weaknesses towards the program. So anyway, Nathan, sige, papatuloy mo lang.
Yes, sir. So, yun ang two instances, or well, actually, same instance, same reason, is when I
Uh,
noticed the bloodline, I wouldn't even, before hitting the reset button, I would even consider, um, not necessarily reset, but I would consider adding something new to the program.
wow. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
You know,
basically, you're saying is, you're not gonna get rid of all of your hack
yes,
battalion, so to speak, right? But why not accept the fact that you need to outcross or you need a new bloodline in your program, right?
yes. I think that's one of the things na we really have to consider once you get serious about breeding, no? Eventually, creating your own line. Eventually, like for me, hindi katulad ni Brother Reg Capistrano na napakadaming magagandang studs. Diba?
Uh-huh.
I have one. And I am creating a bloodline out of that one.
All
Trying
right, all
to
right.
traits.
That's a good insight, to be honest. At saka magandang, it's a good segue, to be honest, because the two speakers right now in front of you, aside from me, Nathan and Reg, are actually both concentrating on the American Bully. They have their own program, but the thing is, they have actually they have very contrasting style also, but still equipped with a system to hit the goal that they have set for themselves, right? So what I'm trying to say is, itong si Nathan is maintaining a one stud, and it should cover all his program for now. Si Reg naman, on the other hand, has a lot of studs na nagsisimula na siya, is beginning to produce more, and then observe the production. Reg, bro, can you share then yung insights mo pagdating sa pagbe-breed? Ano yung gusto mong makita? What do you want to see with your productions? And when would you say that you're happy or otherwise? Diba?
Uh, First of all, congratulations, brother Nathan.
Maraming
And
salamat. Maraming salamat.
yeah, the whole Araneta family kasi I know how ano bang term doon? Surgical and how driven you are at yung buong team nyo sa prepare sa ng mga aso nyo sa show, and well-deserved win. Yung walang well-deserved talaga ng title ni Tank.
Maraming salamat.
Yeah, I'm a witness. So, sa style ko kasi, siguro, again, parang ang belief ko kasi, and I don't know if I'm wrong or right, kasi no one really knows. Walang
no one
nakakaalam
really
na.
knows.
Yeah. So, again, kanya-kanya tayo ng path. Ang path na pinili ko, I'm trying to look for dogs with certain breeding traits na gusto ko, and kino-combine ko sila. For example, Grim.
Okay, Grim. All right.
Grim, as far as I know, is known to produce angulation. Kasi
Okay,
right now,
okay.
to be honest, I'm focusing on one breeding trait muna. One breeding trait at a time. So right now, I'm focusing on angulation. I think yun yung trait na medyo nawawala as far as I know, or as far as what I can see sa mga dogs. I may be mistaken, pero ayun. So I'm concentrating on that breeding trait. At isa pa, talagang mahilig ako sa, I mean, yun yung ano ko, ano ba tawag doon, Nathan? Yung
Weakness.
weakness ko pa sa aso. So, I got grim blood in the kennel. I have a grim daughter. I also have a grim son. I just recently got a grim son. And also, may isa pang bloodline na ang alam ko nagbabato talaga ng angulation is bully market. So,
Yeah, correct.
yes, meron din tayo niyan dito. So, ang goal ko na lang, kasi I'm in this for the long run. Hindi ako nagmamadali. I think yung success dito sa game na to, and we all know that, no? Tayong tatlo, Nathan and Brother John, sobrang hindi siya hindi siya sprint. Sobrang tagal niya. So, hindi ako nagmamadali. I have the studs. Females, kulang pa, I admit. I need to look for females. Kaya nandiyan naman si Brother Nathan para...
Ano binubuling mo yung plano natin?
Hindi. So, yun na lang. Ganun yung style na ginagawa ko. Hindi ako nagro-rotate sa isang dog. Fortunate ka, Brother Nathan, na si Tank ay nakita mo agad na paano siya magbabato. So, very fortunate ka at madami kang time na na-save actually. Correct. Ako naman, dahil medyo, sabi nga ni Brother John, medyo aggressive ang term. So, yun. Aggressive or impulsive, there's a thin line between the difference of... yun. So, ako naman, so, tinatry kong i-combine. Pero this is going to take years and years and years, and I know that. So,
yun. Maganda itong nagiging usapan, itong takbo ng ating talakayan. Kasi, I am a proponent of always telling people na wala talagang kasiguruhan sa breeding. Meron kang calculated and educated risk na tinatawag educated decisions. Pero ang kinaganda nitong dalawang kausap ko nga mga kaibigan ay lumalabas na meron silang parehong goal, baka ibang paraan yung kanilang gagawin to reach the same goal. Dahil I am here to tell you that this too aims to produce the best one. Diba? However long it takes. Anong ibig sabihin mga kaibigan sa mga baguhan? Which is ang dami naman po ninyo na baguhan pa lang dito. Ay kung sila po ay itong dalawang kausap natin, nag-iisip po sila. Pinag-aaralan talaga mabuti bago sila gumawa ng isang hakbang. So, tayo rin po sana ganun. Ma-influensyahan po natin ang mga kapwa breeder po natin na kung saan ang breeding po talaga ay of course, breeding to improve, cliche, redundant, or ilang beses nyo nang naririnig. Pero kung hindi purpose ng pag-improve yung gagawin nyo, huwag nyo na lang pong gawin. Pero paano nyo ma-improve? Aaralin nyo po ang tendencies ng mga bloodline. Sagutin natin mga bro, Nathan and Reg, si Kenji. Pakibasa na lang.
Mga sir, when it comes to breeding, how much does the female contribute to the final appearance or characteristics of the litter or puppies? Anong sagot mo doon, Brother Nathan?
Ako personally, 2 parts. Like we've talked about before, kailangan alam mo muna yung tendency both of the female and the stud you're using. Kung dominant ba, okay, most commonly, dominant si female. Most commonly. Ngayon, pero if you go to a stud who is dominant in giving his traits, malaki pa rin ang factor talaga ng female. Why? Because you're not gonna get all the traits out of the stud. You know, some would like to say it's 60-40, 70-30 proof na kadalasan sa female mo makuha. Some would like to say na it's 50-50. I would like to say na for me personally, the way I see it is you just have to know the tendency of both the stud and the female. Kung si female mo, ang dugo niya is tendency to let's say give good angulation, like what Reg said, grim blood, And then, ibabangga, pero kulang, sabihin natin, yung kulang ng female mo naman is headpiece or mask, then you have to complement. It's a compliment talaga. It's vital pa rin ang female, just as vital as it is for the stud, to be both good, or to be both giving off their good traits to the litter. Ang hirap kasi sabihin talaga na walang kwenta yung female, walang kwenta yung stud, or ito lang may kwenta, yan ang may kwenta. Kasi it really boils down to the laman ng aso mo. What is the consistency of your blood to produce it again? So mahirap kung, I would like to say, if that answers your question, para sa akin, the female and the male both provide a lot of, both provide significantly in the breeding, in the final output. Kaya para sa akin, mas kailangan mong aralin yung laman ng pareho. How will they complement? Ano yung
Ako
hope mo?
Hello?
Sige rin.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to cut you off. Naglag eh. Ayun, ako naman parang ano siya eh. Para siyang, di ba, breeding parang pattern siya eh. If you study the pattern, kung paano na-produce si Rocco, Samson, Zero, ano ba yung female na ginamit doon? Ano ba yung male? For me, and again, walang nakakaalam talaga ng definite na answer. At I don't think may percent talaga. Like definite na percent na 80% si female. Walang ganun eh. Pero in general, I think conformation sa female. Sa pattern sa yung laki niya, yung height. Female, parang si male nagbibigay siya ng para siyang steroids. Siya yung nagbibigay ng mga wow na features. Again, there are always exceptions to the rule. Pero let's start with Samson, one of my favorites. And I know one of your favorites too, Sir Jan. Pero female na ginamit si Chunky. Tama ba? Chunky?
Chunky.
Si Chunky. Siyempre, hindi ko pa nakikita in person Pero pag nakita mo yung structure sa pictures lang, sa yung height, yung headpiece, may panga, yung buto, masasabi mo na doon na nakuha ni Samson eh. Tapos Santino, siya nagbigay nung parang talagang yung exaggerated looks ni Samson na hindi nag-fall apart na hindi sira, na hindi basag. Same with Rocco. Boss, di ba? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Boss ay maliit na aso? Or hindi ganun katangkad?
Correct, maliit.
Maliit siya. May mga exotic nga na galing kay Boss eh. Tama ba? Yung parang pinalapot na Boss. May nagbigay ng exotic looks din. So, if you look at Rocco, really far from Boss. Pero makita mo yung structure ni Rocco. Majority noon nakuha niya sa nanay. So, again, there are always exceptions to the rule. May mga asong mas nakuha sa tatay. Pero in general, kung makita mo lang yung pattern ng mga legendary dogs, majority sa kanila yung confirmation ng galing sa nanay. Anong masasabi mo, Sir Jan? Yun yung iniintay ko yung sagot mo actually.
I did a video sa YouTube explaining, pero basically what you two shared, basically the same, na whenever you do breedings, it is safe to assume that since it takes two to tango, mag-assume ka na lang magiging breeding, di ba? Yung paggagalingan ng traits. Bibigyan ko kayo ng true to life kasi I have a peculiar experience that I don't think both of you have ever tried. Kasi nagkaroon ako ng breeding na Perino cupcake which had Para 3 times kong ginawa.
Yes, meron ako ng isa.
Alright?
Gandang breeding.
Anong ibig sabihin doon? It gave me a very peculiar vantage point. Hintayin lang natin si Nathan, siguro.
Yes, sorry.
But explain ko mabuti. Nathan is back. So since I did Perino and Cupcake 3 times, meron akong peculiar vantage point pagdating sa sino ba yung dominant, sino ba yung hindi. Alright? Observation ko, kasi for my 3 breedings, ang kulay ni Perino is lilac. Champagne. Ang kulay ni Dam, si Cupcake, is blue tri. Alright? Mga nanonood and listeners, sa 3 breeding po nila, and average po ng kanilang puppies ay every time, merong 5 to 6 puppies every time. Ang lumabas lang kung colors ng mga puppies ay never ako nagkaroon ng blue tri, pero maraming blue, may champagne, and may lilac. Sabihin na lang natin na kung ano lang yung kulay ng tatay at nanay, yun din yung lumabas. Wala lang blue tri, pero blue lahat. Lahat ng nagmana ang kulay kay Perino, sila po yung mas bullier. The bullier sila. Sila yung bullier. Yung mga nagmana sa kulay ng female, doon rin po nakikita yung mas dominant yung trait ng female. Okay. Sinishare ko yon dahil hanggang ngayon, hindi ko rin naman masasabi talaga yung percentage, mga kaibigan. Pero sinare ko lang po yun para malaman nyo na mayroon pala ako, may experience na 3 beses. So may vantage point ako nakakaiba kasi kaya ko rin 3 beses ginawa just because somehow alam ko na kung ano yung kalalabasan, di ba? At happy ako sa kinalabasan. Diyan lumabas sina Cornelius, sina Thunderbolt, at saka ngayon yung hawak ni Melandro Cortez, si Achilles, doon din ho nanggaling. At saka si Reg, meron din siyang female out of the Perino Cupcake. So ano po sinasabi namin dito? Ako, opinion ko lang, mag-assume ka na 50-50. Pero since aso mo naman, kung mayroon kang the privilege to repeat it at happy ka sa una, mas ma-figure out mo kung sino yung mas dominant sa lalaki or sa babae. Kasi wala talaga. Pero kung ngayon tatanungin ako ng isang whoever asked me, I would say na parang 45-55 labang ang female.
Oo.
Or baka masyado na malaki yung 10%, pero baka 5% lang. Depende sa kung gaano kalakas ang dugo ng lalaki. Katulad ni Polar Tank na ine-explain ni Nathan, mukhang dominant si Polar Tank.
Pero yung nasa sa akin, brother, si Asia, 18 inches ang height nun.
Ayun.
Diba?
Nagmana yun, ang kulay ni Asia ay kakulay ng tatay.
Yes.
Si Tatay Perino ay matangkad kasi standard siya 17. Pero actually, I stand corrected, matangkad si Perino 17, pero ang nanay na si Cupcake is actually a taller pocket also. Almost 16 inches din na parang almost standard na female. So yung si Asia mo actually, I hope you'll be able to breed her kasi again, ang advice ko is let's try to breed taller, bigger bullies para hindi naman dominated ng mga maliliit natin na mga bullies, di ba? So I would pray and hope na ma-breed mo rin si taller female mo na si Asia.
Yeah. She's actually in Cebu right now. So sana ma-breed talaga.
Di ba? Pakibasa natin ito kay Lloyd Tagatak, bro.
Brother Nathan.
Yes. May nabasa lang ako, sabi na malaki daw ang contribution ng age ng male sa production niya. The more na mature siya, the more na maganda ang ilalabas. Para kay Sir John, what's your opinion?
I will not speak here like an expert or a scientist or based on science. But it makes sense na kung fully matured ang male, yung buong sistema niya ay matured din. So, kaya nga lagi kong ina-advise, Bro Lloyd, ang mga tao, na sana gamitin ninyo ang inyong stud kapag ka more than 1-year-old na siya. Kasi sa totoo lang, kaya nilang mag-breed as early as 8, I think. But why would you do that, right? Yung pagiging handa ng lalaki, I think yung quality ng sperm matters din, di ba? Yung maturity ng sperm, di ba? So, to answer the question, the more mature the male, doon ako mas aasa na mas maganda yung ibibigay sa akin quality ng sperm. But the thing is, Bro Lloyd, the quality and maturity of the sperm, ito yung tricky sa breeding, mga kaibigan. The quality and the maturity of the sperm is not directly correlated to the quality of the dogs na lalabas. Yung pag sinabi kong quality, yung appearance nila based on the standard. Pero yung pagiging healthy nung similya, nandun yun. Perfect yun. Mas matanda, mas healthy malamang. Pero hindi ibig sabihin mas healthy yung similya, yung hinahanap nating physical traits sa isang aso ay lalabas din. Pero hopefully, goes hand in hand yun. Matured na male mo, nagbibigay ng matured na similya, tapos maganda pa yung bato niya. Sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam na may ganong sitwasyon, di ba? Ang gusto ko lang sabihin, ulitin ko, hindi yun palaging jive. If you get what I mean, right, Nathan?
Yeah. I actually agree, sir. Speaking from own experience naman, Bro Lloyd, like hindi din ako scientist katulad ni Sir John, ano. For me kasi the genes are there. Yes. Nasa semen na yun, nando na yun. Pero as far as the production output, I would say na relatively at least once your dog is mature na, like what Sir John said, 1-year-old na at least. Pero yung I would be more focused on the motility and the amount of sperm cells na ipoproduce ng dog when he is not of proper age. Baka mas mababa compared to those dogs na nasa tamang age na, which usually is 1-year-old pataas. So mas kampante ako din sa ganon. In terms of making sure na sa production ko mas malaki yung chance na take yung female. Pero as far as
correct.
Parang I'm not you gave me something to do more research about, pero I guess as far as that is concerned, I cannot answer you fully. I can only answer through our own productions with Tank. From me was 1 up to now. I would say na kasi we started breeding Tank at 1.5 years old ni. So medyo consistent na yung production kasi ni Tank. So hindi ko na na-try yung 1-year-old pa lang siya breed ko.
But we'd like to acknowledge the question of Lloyd kasi ito po talaga ang essence ng dialogue, ng discussion, ng live podcast na ginagawa po natin. There are questions na since hindi naman po kami people of science, we're not here on our own laboratory, here na parang kami po yung parang dalubhasa. But this type of questions are very intelligent questions na kung saan mapapaisip kami na baka after nito mag-research rin kami, di ba? But for now, I hope it suffices yung aming mga assumptions based on our experience na yung maturity ng similya, importante rin talaga yan. Okay? Siyempre, na lang yan, common sense dictates na mas matured, the better. Diba? Whether maa-achieve mo yung looks na hinahanap mo is another story kasi genes naman yun. Diba? So ngayon, thank you Lloyd sa question na yun. Let's answer itong isa kay Rayleigh Abbott Butler. I'm not sure if he's American or from the States or from Europe, but it seems like he's asking not breeding question, but what do you feed your bullies? I used to feed raw chicken to my bully, but I stopped just this month because I was thinking that she's not getting the proper nutrition she needs. So, bro Nathan, can you do the honors?
Okay. So bro Rayleigh, yeah,
Yeah,
I hope
really.
it's right. I feed my dog beef and it, so if I'm feeding my dog 1 kilogram a day, I'm gonna be feeding
Uh-huh.
him in the ratio of 80% to 20%. I would be feeding him raw beef of 80%, and then
Uh-huh.
the 20% I would get the other nutrients he needs from kibbles and vegetables and so on. But that's what I am currently feeding my bullies because to be honest, feeding raw chicken is good. There's it. However, I cannot stress this enough. Feeding too much protein can also be bad. Our
Yeah.
dog needs fat. Our dog needs the carbohydrates, the fiber. They need the whole complete diet.
Yeah.
So maybe feeding raw chicken, just raw chicken,
Not
maybe
enough.
she's it's not gonna be good enough for her to grow fully or properly because she's only going to getting a lot of protein and less on the fats, less on the carbs, less on the fibers, and so on.
All right. Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you.
and if I may add din yung
Yeah.
meron tayong common notion na the more protein na binibigay natin, the more raw, the more protein,
Yeah.
ay lalaki yung bully natin. Actually, hindi. Dalawa lang yun. Kung tuloy-tuloy yun, if you're gonna do that for a long time, it will damage his kidney. Our dogs only need 2 grams of protein per kilogram a day.
Uh-huh.
So kung sosobra ka doon, um, definitely sisirain niya dahan-dahan yung liver ng aso natin. Paano
Correct.
ba tayo tumataba? Mammals tayo parehas, dogs and people.
Uh-huh.
Kung gusto nating tumaba, which is wala namang gumagawa, no? Pero kung gusto nating tumaba, hindi tayo kumakain ng protina. Actually, kung gusto nating pumayat, doon tayo kumakain ng
Protina yung
protina.
kakainin.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why yung may keto diet, etc. So, if gusto mong tumaba, if you're trying to achieve yung look na massive, I
Uh-huh.
think you should go for fats and carbs,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
Pero good fats, may
So,
VCO,
yeah,
diba?
yeah. Correct. It's so refreshing for us to hear different perspective, but with the same goal. Tapos Reg Capistrano is also maintaining uh, a clinic, a pet clinic. So some of the things that he's been telling us are based then on people around him, like
Yes.
doctors. So
Yes.
of course, I'm encouraging you. For Nathan, of course, it's from doctors also, and most of it are from his own research and experience. And
Yes, sir.
the same is true with Reg. Yeah,
Yeah. Sir, if I may add, just to clarify
yeah,
on the 80% of raw, I'm
uh-huh.
not just saying pure protein of raw. Actually, beef is
Uh-huh.
fatty, right?
Yeah.
So in the 80, when I'm feeding raw, I'm not just feeding the dog protein. Yeah, there's a lot of fats that play into it. Let's say out of 800 grams, around 300 grams of that or 250 grams of that would be fat. You know, so just to take into consideration, because a lot of people also, di ba, brother, a lot of people ask me this, daming mong pinakain protein, you feed so much protein. No, actually, I agree with Brother Reg completely. The ratio of my dog food, of my raw feeding, is actually half and half. Half of
Yeah.
fat, half of protein.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for the question. And also we'd like to acknowledge Ben Villagomez. Good morning to you too, sir.
Good
I
morning,
know
sir.
Ben is from the States, and Ben Villagomez, for those people who doesn't know him, is the owner of the Nationals winner Grand Champion Bear.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
The
All
Hello,
right.
legend.
So
Sir Ben.
Ben's dog is Grand Champion and Nationals winner Bear. So Bear is the winner of the Nationals before Bear,
Samsung.
and then followed by Samson, then followed by Blue, and then followed by Zero, and now Hangman, right?
Hangman.
So,
Yeah.
so one of the owners of the one of the best dogs ever na I've seen in my life. If there's an
I agree.
epitome of a show dog, a standard American bully, it would be one of the top, if not the top, Grand Champion Bear. So let's acknowledge Sir Ben.
Yes.
Anyway,
Hello, Sir Ben. Complete
yeah.
dog.
So Nathan, there's a question for you here.
Yes. Sir Nathan, ask lang po namin, paano nyo po mas naayos ang coat ni Tank? Paano ko ni Tank? Sir, marami pong salamat, Sir Robert Mendez. Thank you for being a fan, no? On the question of coat, I actually previously mentioned dun sa na-cut off nating live. Baka dun nasali to. The step is always to realize what are you doing wrong. So if consistently you have problem with code, it's a consistent problem. So then there might be something wrong with the dog's lifestyle. I forgot the specific term, pero what the dog does in his everyday life, which is one of the things he will do is eat. Kasi for me, allergies will come from three things: the air, the food he takes, and the actual setting of his environment, which is malinis ba ang cage and everything. So to answer your question, I made sure those three things are covered. For the allergens, I made sure I had him tested laboratory in a lab sa Canada pa actually to cover the whole wide spectrum of what he can or cannot eat, what he is most reactive to. Second, I make sure Tank lives inside the house, so I make sure the house is clean. Where he sleeps is clean. He has clean surrounding. And third is thankful ako for this. I live in Antipolo kasi. Very secluded area. There's very minimal pollution. So maganda yung atmosphere around Tank. So I guess those are the three things I would suggest if you're currently having problems with goat. Kasi it is always better to find the root cause rather than to give medicine all the time.
All right. Thank you, Nathan. Reg, I know you're not a vet, but I think you would be the best person to answer this question. From Marco
Uh,
Cali.
Effective po ba paggamit ng centrifuge para mas concentrated ang i-inseminate? Depende. Ano bang klase? Artificial insemination lang ba? Or chilled? Kasi actually yung prostatic fluid ng similya ng aso, yung parang yung liquid part niya. Again, I'm not a veterinarian pero yun kasi basically yun yung parang natural extender niya. So kung mag-AI ka lang, you really don't need to use centrifuge anymore since wala ka naman kailangan na extend. I mean, i-inseminate mo naman agad. Pero if mag-chilled ka, syempre you have to use an artificial extender na para mas matagal maproprotektahan yung similya. So again, it will depend on the method, kung mag-artificial ka, i-shield mo ba or mag-surgical insemination ka. And thank you for the question, Sir Marco pala.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Kasi iba-iba ang experiences namin. I know for a fact not everyone are able to use the centrifuge machine every time they do breedings. Even I have used it for one or twice only. All right. I do not maintain a centrifuge here. I do the natural or the AI thing, but experts. Well, Reg has a vet clinic, pet shop, so pet clinic, so he'll be more reliable on answering your questions. So thank you for your question, Marco. Ito naman, top line maintenance from pup to adult tips po.
Don't overfeed the dog. Kasi
Correct,
pag
correct.
masyadong mabigat yung midsection niya, tendency lulundo yung likod niya, yung spinal cord niya babagsak. So,
Yeah.
pero most of the time depende, genetics come into play na rin talaga din eh.
So
given
what Reg
yeah.
trying to say is two factors would be genetics and also overfeeding. So it's a balance. Dapat a balanced diet, no overfeeding, know the bloodline that you have in your kennel. So if they have the tendency to have weaker bones, pasterns, sway back, then all the more that you're gonna need to shy away from overfeeding. And always, actually, moderation lang. Moderation. Everything in moderation. So, Nathan, there's a question for you.
Sir, good evening. Got a question for Susan. Would you bring Tank with his daughter? Yes, sir, I will, because I have twice right now. I'm
Yeah.
also waiting for, I think, around 4 more daughters na lahat babalik kay Tank. Because I really want to see the consistency of this blood na, na nahalo na sa ibang bloodline. I want to see if I can say confidently na this is his polar Tank, this is his blood, or this came from polar Tank bloodline, and I can tell you consistently this is the trace he will throw. And the only way I can do that is if I can prove, na ginamit, I have proven it na ginamit ko sa isang female, and now I want to see how good or up to what point can he give it. So that's the best way I think would be to create a thicker bloodline out of Tank to see if it really pushes through up to an inbred. So I will, and I have. And you have to do it if you really want to know. Kasi if it does, just to add, if it does, then you have this 70% female or male coming out of polar Tank. Na that dog, I can also say na will be most likely to help again the breed improve because consistent na yung trait ni Tank sa kanya. Concentrated na pala yung traits ni Tank sa kanya.
Saka
Okay.
dalawa rin yung inbreeding. If I may add lang din kay Brother Nathan. Dalawang may purpose siya eh. Number one, pwede mong ma-magnify yung strength ng bloodline, which is yun yung favorable na result na inihintay mo. Pero pwede mo rin ma-magnify yung weakness. So, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Kasi like ako, meron akong inbred na structurally sound na dog. So, hindi yon palagi na parang sinasabi nila pag inbred, sira.
Yes.
basag, faulty. No, pwede mo rin ma-magnify yung strength ng bloodline na yun. Oo. So, ayun.
So, yeah, thank you, Nathan and Reg. Another question for Nathan.
Anong result ng test po, allergens niya? Actually, brother, he has... Okay, kasi kapag nagpa-allergen test din kayo, no, sana maging... I really hope it becomes something na a lot of us breeders and show goers consider if we have dogs with problems. Kasi first, it's gonna save the dog a lot of pain and a lot of time off being at his peak or her peak. So please do consider it. Ang result ng test, they will give it to you in categories. First category are these are the red level categories. These are the hyper reactive allergens of tank. And then you're gonna have the yellow, or the orange rather, which is the middle to higher level reactivity of allergens. And you have the yellow, which is tank is still allergic, but it may be less reactive. And then they're gonna give you all, I think all, I kid you not, I think around 200 plus to na kinds of foods your dog can take. So, ang result ni Tank, hindi ko na siguro may isa-isa. I think the number one lang talaga na naging allergy ni Tank is this certain type of grass talaga. This certain
All
grass.
right, all right. So basically now you know which allergens to avoid. Tama ba,
Yeah.
Nathan?
Yes.
All right. So hopefully that answers your question. Ben Villagomez shared something very nice. So here it is. We'd like to make sure we feed 90% raw and 10% kibo. We include 80-20 ground beef, chicken legs for bones. We'd like to give liver, heart, tripe. We also give an assortment of vegetables and fruits as well as Greek yogurt for probiotic. This our version of a balanced diet dogs. First of all, Ben, thank you for
Galing.
that. I guess Jamie
Yeah.
typed that, not you. Sorry, Ben, but yeah, thank you. So for sharing this one. For those watching and listening, especially those watching, you can screenshot or
Yes.
watch this in the replay. And someone who's had success and still being successful in the show community, American Bully Show community, has shared his way of feeding. Let us remember that Ben owns Grand Champion Bear, so it's good to listen and take it from the experts. So thank you, Ben.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you,
I
Sir
guess a lot
Ben.
of people have screenshot this screen right now. So what else? This one, meron magandang tanong dito from Marco Salcedo. Hello mga sir, ask ko lang po, how do you handle selection process for your breeding pairs? Do you consider factors such as temperament, conformation to breed standards, genetic diversity? And what do you think is the most important? Marco Salcedo, your question is actually somehow I think you know the answer. I'm not assuming this and I'm not being condescending. But
Yeah.
I really like the question. So kudos to you, Marco, for giving us a question that talagang will give our viewers and listeners quality answers and wisdom. So Nathan, can you do the honors, if you
Yes, sir.
may?
Thank you, bro, Marco. Okay. For selection process of breeding pairs, yeah, no, this is in a futuristic manner because, like I've said before, what I did was take a lot of bloodline, just give it a tank and see where it goes. But for the future process, if I will be breeding, I will consider the conformation to the breed standards, the genetic diversity. Um, for me, the temperament is something talaga. I believe the nurture part of owning an American bully, nurturing the bully itself, plays a bigger part in the temperament. Because like I've said, si Tank had aggression with other dogs if they're too alpha with him. But I had no problem with that. Any other anak niya. It's a natural dog thing na you can really correct. As far as conformation to breed standards, babalik ako sa sinabi ni Brother Reg, which is you have to study the pattern and study the history of the breed and the pair you have selected. Kasi conformation to breed standards, maybe I may consider it. Pero if you go back, the breeding of Dax and Stella, if I'm not mistaken, to produce Magu, Dax is extreme, Stella is more of the correct structure. The breeding of Boss and I forgot the dam of Rocco, I'm sorry. Pero like what Reg said, it was a breeding that Lola, yes, Lola. It was a breeding that there was another extreme stud used. The breeding of one of my favorite dogs, Big Aaron. The father is, if I'm not mistaken, Kaboom, and the mother is Eva. Kaboom is an extreme dog. So, what am I trying to say here? You have to know the strength first of the pair. So, if you want, it's hard kasi, let's face it, to be honest lang, just to be honest, it's hard to find a perfect dog or perfectly structured dog, or let's say for a stud, and then you pair that perfect structured stud with another perfect structured female. It's hard to reproduce another breed standard dog that can really compete at can really perform at competitive level. Bakit? Kasi like what Sir John previously said, our breed, the American Bully breed, tends to be small, right? So if I want to produce a dog, I would say na I would always consider a more massive stud, more extreme stud, and then my female would be the more correct one, so to speak. Able to balance it. Kasi you need the balance of an extreme dog and a perfectly structured dog para makuha yung sinasabi nating goal for a breed standard. It's very hard talaga. I have yet to see a perfect show dog male, perfect show dog female na breed, and out of that production, alam mo, the production competes at the same level as the parents. So yun for me, that's what I consider the most is does the dog give the trait I want? I'm looking for the certain trait I want. Not necessarily, this dog is a perfectly, perfect bully. Pero can he do that again? Can he replicate himself? And as far as genetic diversity goes, yung genetic kasi, Sir John, is very meticulous part of breeding.
Correct.
You have to understand the bloodline you're using. And I think this is, for me, the most important nga, so to speak. You have to understand the bloodline of what you're using in order to understand what are the tendencies or possibilities of the output you want.
Yep. So, thank you, Nathan. Hope that answers your question, Marco. Quick question for Nathan again. How often do you bathe Tank nung may skin problem siya?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. All right. Now, for JM Villavira, I will let our good friend Reg answer it, read it and answer it. Bro, Reg.
Parang mas mahirap. Sir John, kailan po
Alright.
ba tamang mag-crossbreeding? Sample, yung female dog ko kasi inbred. Yung second generation ng peds ng female dog ko na pair, nasa mismong mother niya. Bale, tight muscle tone, bala ko na i-pair sa Rocco blood para lumabnaw. Tama po bang i-crossbreed ko naman? Meron tayo kasing tinatawag na disclosure, I'm not an expert. Pero ito ang alam ko. Meron tayong tinatawag na coefficient of inbreeding. Medyo komplikado yon, pero basically, meron tayong certain range na dapat nandun tayo to produce probably a bigger dog. Kasi the the higher the coefficient of breeding, like what Sir John and Brother Nathan is telling us, the higher the coefficient of inbreeding, mas liliit, mas ninipis, mas babalik sa terrier, basically. The lower, mas mataas yung chance mo na makapag-produce ng mas massive, mas bully na dog. Mas progress yung itsura. So, to answer your question, and to be really technical about it, you're really not outcrossing them. You're outcrossing them to a certain extent. Pero remember, this is Rocco and who?
Muscle tone.
Muscle tone. Kung sino mang muscle tone yun, they all came from Dax.
Yeah.
So it's really not an outcross. Pero pwede na rin kasi malayo na si Dax. Nasa probably more than 4 generations na. Tama naman na i-outcross mo na at lumayo ka na sa muscle tone. Pero muscle tone medyo vague. Maraming muscle tone, like sino ba yan? Magoo, Casablanca. Pero yung concept na paglayo sa muscle tone, tama naman. Pero again, hindi natin malalaman hangga't hindi mo susubukan talaga. Kasi meron akong may inbred na sobrang lapot na naglabas ng maganda. 'Di ba? May dalawang outcross, may super scattered peds na walang umulit sa peds nila. As in, nag-breed sila by phenotype. Phenotype meaning they just bred yung physical features, anong kulang ng female ko, anong kulang nito, dun lang sila nag-breed, naglabas ng super show dog na hindi ko na i-mention pero alam naman natin kung sino. Even Rogan, 'di ba? Hindi malapot ang dugo ni Rogan. Hindi rin diluted. Sakto lang, tama lang din. Pero wala talagang I think nag-breed sila by phenotype. So again, no one really knows. No one knows a definite answer, pero one thing's for sure, you have to try. Yeah, try mo, then when you see the results or you get the results, send me a message para malaman ko kung maganda yung lumabas.
Nathan, you want to add something?
Actually, yun yung iniiwasan kong term kanina kasi yung COI kasi hindi lahat may alam nun eh. So mahirap siya i-explain talaga. But I would agree with Reg na if again, like Reg, I am no expert. I am speaking purely on my own opinion. Okay? What I would do if I were in your position would be the same, to find a bloodline that's not within the muscle tone group. Alam mo yun? I would do that as well. If ganito na nga, if inbred nga yung, if I understood it correctly, inbred na yung female niya. That's what I would do.
All right. Nathan and Reg, thank you for your contributions sa tanong na yon ni JM. I will share my 2 cents, of course. Diba, mga kaibigan? For the past 2 decades, ginagawa na natin to. Sobrang observant ko rin naman, mga kaibigan, hindi lang sa sarili kong production, pero sa ibang bansa. Okay? Bibigyan ko po kayo ng napakagandang perspective para mas lumawak pa yung pananaw nyo pagdating sa breeding. Naniniwala po ako yung pag-i-inbreeding po, mga kaibigan, there's a certain purpose na kung saan the mad scientists, breeders are using because they want to come up with something or they want to prove their own theory correct or wrong, right? So the common notion that inbreeding will give us the perfect dog. We're now, of course, we're discussing, di ba, ABKC show dog. So if you're thinking of inbreeding to produce the perfect show dog, let me share to you some photos of dogs right now, okay? Let's wait for Nathan. Tingnan natin while I try to share some dogs, di ba? So, let's just wait. Oh, let's see.
Nagkakape yan, nagkakape.
Okay lang, bro. So, ayan. Nathan's back.
Yes. Sorry.
So, ulitin ko lang yung sinasabi. Yeah, ulitin ko lang yung sinasabi ko kanina na ang inbreeding talaga, there's a purpose. Alright? In-explain kanina ni Nathan na meron siyang ginawa niyang inbreeding, I think, twice na. Kasi meron siyang gustong ipalabas. Hindi nga siya nagbenta actually. Diba? So meron siyang certain purpose kasi mad scientist yan. Ganon din si Reg na nawala naman. Nahihintayin ko na rin na naman ulit. Diba?
Andito
So anyway,
sorry.
so what I'm trying to say right now is may purpose ang inbreeding. Kapag ginawa nyo at nakakita kayo ng hindi mga kanais-nais na physical attributes ng aso from that inbreeding, siyempre, common sense, iiwas ko uling gamitin yon. Meron kang maling ginawa or what, di ba? Kaya nga, merong mga mad scientist breeders na ginagawa yon to prove something. Whether it's positive or not yung makuha nila, pero may na-prove sila sa sarili nila. That's why, ang pag-i-inbreeding is talagang inaaral yan. Hindi yan basta-basta,
Yes.
talaga, create tayo ng sobrang extreme. Ang usual route is inbreeding. Now, going back before Nathan went out kanina, let me show you something. All right? Let me show you something. Photos of different dogs. All right? This one.
Wow.
2015, right?
Yeah.
Now, this one. I believe this is 2016. Okay. Nationals winner, Bus. All right. Nationals winner, Grand Champion Bear by Ben Villagomez. All right. Nationals champion, Samson. Or better yet, the best photo you will see today is this one. All right. So sa hindi nakakakilala sa akin, ako po yung may hawak ng aso. Just kidding. Just kidding. Ako po yung may hawak ng ribbon. Ako po yan po yung tinatawag nilang John Inerva. Alright? Alright. Bakit ko po ipinakita ito? And this one again. These are the first few photos that you've seen are all nationals winner. And all of this are nationals winners too. So yung una kong pinakita yun yung mga current. Hindi ko na lang sama si Zero and Hangman. Pero ito naman mga early 2000s ito. Alright? Ano yung purpose ng aking pagpapakita sa mga asong to? Ito yung point of view na gusto kong ipakita sa inyo. None of those dogs are inbred. So, what's my point? Am I trying to say never to do inbreeding? No. What I'm trying to say is inbreeding is done purposely with a certain goal in mind. But given the fact, it's not an opinion, the fact that all those nationals winner, I hope I know 99.99% I am correct that none of those are product of inbreeding. All right? So what I'm trying to say is there's no guarantee, but if there's certain people that will tell you that do inbreeding so you can produce the next nationals winner, the probability is very low because the statistics will not support that.
Yes.
But if you are the mad scientist type, when I say mad scientist type, these are the type na talagang breeders na sobrang nerd. Nag-iisip ko, efficient, genotype, phenotype, ang daming nire-research. Di ba mga kaibigan? Pero sometimes over-analysis is also a bitch.
Mhm.
Minsan, nasa harap na lang natin, pinapakita naman, consistent na nga mag-produce eh. Ano pa nga ba yung gusto mong gawin? Ano pa nga ba yung gusto mong tanongin? Ano po yung gusto kong sabihin mga kaibigan sa mga nanonood ngayon at saka nakikinig? People like Nathan, Reg, Ben, people from other countries na nagre-research, we are actually doing the research for all of you. And if these people na nagre-research and they're able to share, then let's thank them because they've done the hard part. All of us should just listen and the fruit is ripe for the picking. Okay? Yun yung purpose nitong lahat ng ito. Sharing. Kasi baka, okay, tingnan nyo, tatlo kami nag-uusap rito. The three of us are talking. It's been 2 hours. Haters will say, ano naman, what do those people know? They don't even have like productions that are grand champion. Yes. Even champions. No. Sorry, meron pala ako, pero what I'm trying to say is like, we don't have nationals winners. Right? Do we have the moral authority or even the what audacity we have to talk about breeding, feeding, testing, wala naman kaming top-notch dogs. Parang ganon, di ba? Pero it doesn't mean naman na, tingin nyo ba, bakit may coaches sa basketball? Ba't hindi na lang si LeBron James lahat ang maging coach ng iba? Kung siya yung tinatawag na GOAT o si Michael Jordan, why do those GOATs have coaches? Kasi gusto pa rin ng mga best athletes, mayroong coach para mag-guide sila sa tamang landas. Kami po ay nagpapaka-coach, nagre-research for all of you so that may inspire lang kaming isang tao sa inyo na gawin yung tama, gawin yung, ano ba yung tama? Mag-aralin. Yun lang naman po talaga dapat eh. Ang tama po ay mag-aral sa kahit anong passion or hobby na pinapasok mo. And then you will have educated guesses, calculated risk. Then, it will be an educated community, a happy community. So wala ho kaming pretentious spirit dito na parang kami po yung magagaling. Based on our experience and research, na sana, pag napagsama-sama ho natin lahat ito, it will be an amalgamation of knowledge na lahat po tayo makikinabang mga kaibigan.
Yes.
So yun po ang misa natin ngayong gabi. Pari pala ako.
Hindi,
Pastor
tsaka
pa.
ano eh. Hindi,
Do you agree?
Ang opinion ko rin dyan, brother, mga brother. Total, parang misa na talaga. Ano yan eh. Knowledge is progression. Knowledge will equate to progression. Kung ibablock natin yung knowledge na alam ng iba just because we're always looking for credentials, just so dahil gusto natin palagi nilang kailangan i-prove yung sarili nila before natin tanggapin, then hindi tayo magpo-progress lahat. Sa totoo lang, tayo lahat ay wala pa talaga napapatunayan. For me, tayo lahat. Kasi for me, ang benchmark as a breeder, para mo masabi na may napatunayan ka na talaga, ay magkaroon ka ng nationals winner na galing sa literal na linyada mo. So, at so far, wala pa nakakagawa nun at pangarap ko yun para sa ating lahat. Kung may makagawa nun na isa, I will clap. Yes.
Yeah, if I may, Reg, no? Sa totoo lang, I appreciate what you're saying. Yung sinasabi mong parang katibayan na kailangan mayroon kang production na nationals. Actually, it's too high of a standard, to be honest, na para sabihin nating legit breeder to. Kasi may mga legit breeders naman talaga na they're not actually competing. Pero gustong gusto ko naman yung mentality mo, Reg, because sobrang taas ng standard na yan. Meaning, kung yun ang sineset mo for yourself, kahit hindi mo siya ma-achieve, kunyari, ito yung taas ng gusto mo ma-achieve, pero nandito ka lang, maganda pa rin yung kinabagsakan mo. Gets mo yung ibig sabihin? Pero ang ang gusto ko lang i-reiterate for our people listening and watching this, breeding is so tricky na pati ang mga nanonood sa'yo at pumapansin sa'yo, merong relative or subjective description kung magaling ka bang breeder or not.
Yes.
Kasi pwedeng sabihin natin ang number one breeder ngayon, sabihin natin, kunyari, si Kan Nguyen, sabihin natin. Siya yung pinakasikat, sabihin natin, di ba? Will other people think he is the best? Subjective, di ba? He could be. Why not? He could be, di ba? But other people's parameters, pwedeng hindi naman ma-meet ni Kan, di ba? So, anong point ko dito? People na sobrang dami na napatunayan na they can consistently produce yung quality dogs, doon tayo collectively maging ma-mesmerize and ma-inspire ba? Whether you like yung kung personalidad or tao, from afar, pwede mo namang aralin yung mga taong yun. Hindi mo naman hindi ka naman kailangan makipag-direct interaction with them. Diba? So, anong point ko? Masyadong mahaba. Pero ang point ko is, yung sinasabi ni Reg, ang breeding merong konting subjective. Diba? Pero ang importante ikaw, yung sinet mo na goal, kapag na-achieve mo yon consistently, by all means, you are a successful breeder. Because nobody will tell you na successful ka kung ikaw mismo hindi mo alam kung saan ka patungo.
Yes.
And more importantly, nai-enjoy mo. At wala kang tinatapakan na iba, hindi mo kailangan gumawa ng hate para ma-achieve mo yung goal mo. Na ini-enjoy mo lang. Again, this will take years and years at marami sa atin na nandun na talaga sa journey na yon. And ako personally naiinggit ako doon kasi alam ko yung years of hard work, yung sacrifice financially na nga lang alam natin tong lahat. Malaking bulk ng kinikita natin na pupunta sa aso na not necessarily babalik sa'yo. Di ba? So, it's a big, big sacrifice. Ginagamit mo yung pera na supposedly for your family, nilalagay mo yun sa dreams mo. So, na you don't even know kung may mapapala. Pero you're still doing it. Di ba? So, yun for me. Enjoyin at i-mindset mo na matagal to. Ngayon, kung feeling mo magiging masyadong burden sa'yo, then gawin mo yung kaya mong i-manage lang. Diba? You don't have to quit. Yung magbawas ka ng dogs, concentrate on this. It's not a race.
Correct.
So yung kaya lang. Wala naman nagmamadali talaga.
Sabi ni Lloyd dito, Rek, only people with close-minded brain will think about that, Sir John. Viewers must appreciate this kind of podcast. Really help a lot. Eh kami naman po, yung mga ganyang comment po, Lloyd, we don't know each other. We don't know each other personally. We only know each other dito sa ating mga interaction dito. Pero we appreciate that. Even a small thank you and yung mga ganyang mga comments gives me and gives us fuel to keep doing these things kasi hindi ito pagmamarunong. Pagkus ito po yung madami nga kaming natututunan sa inyo. Tignan mo kanina may mga comments na kumbaga, wow, yan. Natuto rin ako, binasa ko naman, natuto rin ako, di ba? Lahat tayo natututo, di ba? So ito po yung essence nito. Bakit po natin sinimulan ito? Bakit ko sinimulan gumawa ng YouTube videos nung unang panahon, di ba? Bakit ko naman kinukontinue na naman ngayon, di ba? Para matuto tayo sa isa't isa, di ba? So, yeah, thank you, Lloyd. Tapos, sabi naman ni MJC Jaime, thank you for all the learnings. God bless all. Congrats, Tank. One of one. Wow. Congrats, bro. Nathan, and to the whole team.
Maraming salamat, Brother Jake. Maraming salamat.
Sabi naman ni Martin B. Berberabe, thanks for sharing your knowledge. Papa Nathan Araneta.
For those who don't know, ito yung sinasabi kong pamangkin ni Sir Arlon, Tito Arlon Berberabe. Na best friend ko kung ba't naging ganito ka close din kay Tito Arlon.
Yeah. Tapos ngayon naman, may nagtatanong ng okay, give me a second, damn Rogan. Tinatanong kung ano yung bloodline ni Rogan. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll show it to you para once and for all mapakita ko. Okay. Now, let me upload. Give me a second. Ito. So, this is the sire of, alisin ko lang muna yung comment, okay? Ayan, that's the sire of Rogan from Poland. So, meron siyang old school actually na mga daks. Wala siyang famous bloodline. Wala siyang Magu, wala siyang Rocco, wala siyang Boss, wala siyang Phenom, wala siyang Louis V. Okay, old school Dax line. Alright, tingnan natin ang female, ang dam niya. Ito naman. So, doon may nag-iisang may certain name recall, which is yung sire ng yung lolo niya, which is Apollo from Spain. All right, so you don't see any famous ones except probably Apollo from Spain and of course Dax. Diba? So, yun po sa nagtanong kanina. So, sorry kung sinagot ko lang naman, diba? Ayun, tapos good evening, Daryl Manalo Veran again. Prime Matrix. Sa mga gusto mag-try ng Prime Matrix, ginagamit ko po yan since 2021. Totoo po. Binibili ko po yun sa True Shopee. Mabuhay daw tayo mga sir, sabi ni Rainier Rabe. Tapos sabi naman ni JB Baligasay, love your insights, bros. Congrats, Polar Tank.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Tapos, sabi naman ni Abram Barinos, Bossing Brother Reg, pwede ko mo bumisita sa kennel mo? Hahaha, nice live podcast, Kuya John. Again, super saksakan na naman ang natutunan. Again, congrats, Team Polar Tank. Of course, Polar Tank.
Thank you so much, guys. Salamat.
Sabi naman ni Roll Zone Oliver, kudos mga boss, the bully community needs this kind of educational informative show. Yan lang po ang kailangan namin mga kaibigan. Yan lang po. Yung mga ganyan comments lang po mga kaibigan, sapat na po sa amin yan. Gumagawa kami ng ganitong conversation, sharing of knowledge, wisdom. Meron din po tayong in-person sa March 24 sa may Antipolo. So sa mga interesadong matutong in person, meron po tayong gagawin March 24. Sunday po yun, so walang traffic po yun sa Antipolo. Alright? Ngayon, ito meron pa silang sinasabi. Thank you, Sir John. Tapos sabi naman ni James Malyari, inspiring as always. Dumadami pa po ang ating mga comments. Ayun naman, itong ating Magnolia Hotshots, Russell Escoto, may association po ba ang mga judge ng American Bully dito sa Pilipinas? Wala, Mr. Russell Escoto. Sana nabiyayaan kami ng singtangkad mo. Pero anyway, out of the topic yung sinabi kong yun. Ang gusto ko pong sabihin ay, siguro, sa March 24, ito lang po yung gusto ko i-share, na partly sagot na rin to sa tanong ni Russell, is that, sa March 24, mayroon ako mga online registrants from different local registries or local clubs na mga judges sila. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Itong mga to ay walang pride na gustong matuto pa rin kahit na ongoing na yung kanilang clubs. So kudos to those judges na pupunta sa talk na yon para matuto, di ba? So, walang association to answer your question, Russell. Tapos
bro,
sabi naman,
if I may add lang guys, grabe yung venue. As in, sobrang scenic. Ayun ako, kailangan yung i-try. Kasi nakita ko yung venue, malamig, may overlooking ng bundok. Sobrang, kung gusto nyo matuto, gusto nyo ma-absorb lahat, very conducive yung venue. Sana talaga magkita-kita tayo doon.
Yes, actually, again, inviting everyone, no? So that's the American Bully Forum. We fully support that. There could be nothing better than more educated breeders and showgoers in our community. Talaga naman, maraming pyesa at maraming aso na magaganda sa Pilipinas. And having more knowledge will just give us even more power, as a community as a whole.
Correct. Nathan and Reg, para hindi na rin sila mabitin sa itsura nung venue, ipapakita ko na lang.
Yes.
Buti pa.
Ayan. So on your right is the clubhouse. So doon malaki po yan, kahit na 150 to 200 to 300 people, kaya niyan. So ito po yung overlooking. You guys are seeing it, right, Nathan and Reg?
Yes.
So sa mga dadalo po sa March 24 sa first ever American Bully Forum, this American Bully Forum will cater to newbies and oldies alike. Kasi po hindi po ito parang classroom setting na parang meron kay libro na pabasahin or wala. Ito po ay actually, I would assume 70% or 60% of the time it's gonna be spent open forum. Meaning, lahat ng mga tanong nyo, sasagutin natin, di ba? Tapos matututo tayo sa isa't isa ng napakaganda yung lugar. May inspire po tayo, refreshing, no pollution. One of the best location na nakita namin. Thank you sa mga tao tumulong sa akin. Hindi ko napapangalanan, pero kilala nyo ang sarili nyo. Ayan, meron pa tayong mga comments. Kailan pala ang dating ni Champion Polaco, Sir Reg? Di ba? May tanong ka pa, direct.
Soon. Hopefully. Hindi wala pa ang exact date pero malapit na.
Ayan. So how much daw registration for the forum? 2,300 bro. Na yung forum na yon meron na kayong pagkain doon. Okay? You will have food. Tapos, sabi ni Justin Kiambao, thank you for all the learnings. Kita-kit sa forum. Justin, kung meron kang time, fill up ka lang ng online registration. And kay Mr. MJ Bullies and Vlogs, kung interesado ka, punta ka lang ng Wallcom. Meron doon online registration para maisama ko kayo sa Certificate of Participation kung maghahanap kayo noon. Diba? May bayad siya, 2-3 po sa forum. Opo, 2-3. May pagkain na po kayo noon, mga kaibigan. Tapos, ito pa. Meron lang akong babalikan. May nabasa ako kanina, Anthony Oliver. I think he's from... Okay. Tingnan natin to. Kung kaya natin sagutin. Hello mga idols, good evening. Just wanna ask bakit ang dami ko nakikitang pair ng American Bully breed? At take note, solid ang mga pairing but hindi magagandang kinalalabasan kahit muscle to muscle to unang pairing. Partly nasagot na kanina pero Bro Reg and Nathan, you can expound.
Sige. The answer would be, at least for me, is again either baka masyado na malapot ang dugo, or you have to study better the tendencies of the pair used, both male and female. Kung nagko-complement ba talaga sila sa pangangailangan or what is lacking from the other. So para sa akin yun talaga. Study talaga. Study the pair.
Alright. Bro Reg?
Same, yun, ganun din. Yung breeding trait na nilalabas. At saka again, wala talagang definite na kahit gaano pa kaganda yung pairing, sometimes hindi talaga lalabas yung gusto mo. Kaya nga ito nga yung draw ng American Bully eh. And even exotic sa mga kapatid natin sa exotic bully. Ito yung draw.
Kasi kung napakadali naman at lahat tayo may polar tongue, lahat ng yard may polar tongue, hindi na maganda si polar tongue.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. Kasi lahat tayo pare-pareho. Paano mo masasabi? How can you realize and appreciate the light without darkness? Amen. Diba? Ito. Si Robert Mendez, Siska daw ang pinakamagandang female ngayon sa Pinas.
Thank you, sir. Maraming pong salamat. Thank you.
Sabi ni Chris Nell, magandang gabi daw.
And another
Marco,
previous winner
sabi
po
naman
yun.
Thanks for sharing insights, Sir Nathan.
Thank you.
Sabi ni Roy, isa sa mga handlers natin, napupunta po. Si Sir Roy ay napakatagal na sa pagbubuli, matagal na ring handler, pero pupunta po siya dahil gusto niya matuto sa March 24 sa first ever American Bully Forum. Kung nanonood pa siya, nakita niya yung venue, mas lalo siyang ma-excite. Dadali niya ang kanyang asawa at anak. Let's enjoy the day, mga kaibigan.
Yes.
Alright, si Raven Buluran. Tapos, meron pa tayong, Mambo, nasagot ko kanina yung tanong mo about the pedigree ni Rogan. Napakita ko na. Tapos, marami. Ang sarap mag-share. Ma-appreciate nyo lang kami. Wala na po talaga kami hihilingin pang iba. Ito, nakaka-inspire pala mag-bully. Sabi ni Adolfo Lapostre, nakaka-inspire mag-bully pag ganito lagi napapanood. God bless po sa inyo. Naku po, God bless sa iyo. Adolfo Lapostre, yan lang naman po hinahanap namin. Masabi nyo lang po yan. Maramdaman lang po namin yan. Libre po ito. Yung March 24 ang hindi libre dahil meron tayong effort, may gasolina tayo, may pakain tayo, meron tayong venue. So hindi po yung magiging libre. Pero ito mga ganitong ginagawa namin, mga kaibigan, mga alagad, mga kapatid.
Sobrang passionate din yan, bro, si Brother Adolfo. Sa Iloilo ata or Rojas City yan. Sobrang passionate.
Ayos naman. Kasi yan po yung mga kailangan namin. Tapos sabi naman ni Rolzon Oliver, Bully educational informative. Yes, thank you. Tapos ano pa? Sabi naman ni si Boss Rolson Oliver, isang mabigat na breeder yan sa Bicol at tahimik lang. Boss, paampon po. O, tingnan mo. Ito pa lang si Rolson ay mabigat na breeder. Abay, kung nasa Bicol ka, Rolson, masasabi ko sa'yo, ito lang ha, para makarelate ka. Palaki ng palaki. Okay, ang Bicol region ay napakalaki. Whether sila ba ay kaya ng sumabay sa mga ibang provinces, hindi pa. Pag sinabi kong sumabay is the number of breeders and dogs, di ba? But you are a growing community there.
Yes.
All you need to do is keep listening, keep being inspired, rolls on. Tapos, meron naman tayo, ito nga, yung sinabi mo kanina, itong sinabi mo ngayon sa screen, Nathan and Reg, we talked about this before we even planned doing yung podcast live na ganito. Nang gusto talaga lang namin, maramdaman ng iba, bata, matanda, babae, no gender labels, na ang community natin para sa lahat. From all walks of life, kung willing kang matuto at gusto mong ma-appreciate, ang American Bully community is not madamot. We will share what we have. We will share what we have sa utak namin, sa experiences namin, sa puso namin. At sana nararamdaman nyo yun ngayon. Again, ulitin ko, hindi ito kakornihan, pero ito po yung totoong nasa puso namin. Okay? So, Rolzon, ma-inspire ka lang, and good luck sa Bicol region. Si James Malyari, sino pa? Itong sinabi naman ni question po, normal po ba ang American Bully na underbite? Paano po ba malalaman normal yung underbite ng isang bully? Gusto nyo bang sagutin, mga kaibigan?
I think better to come from the ABKC senior judge tong ganito.
Yes.
O ba yun? Mga kaibigan, ang underbite po ay fault. So, gusto ko bang sasabihin normal? Hindi po. Siyempre, ang gusto ko natin, ang tinatarget po natin ay yung flawless na dog. Wala namang flawless, pero at least based sa American Bully standard, ang underbite ay kung ito po yung ang hirap no? Kung ito po yung upper incisors, yung jaw or yung teeth, dapat po ganito. Okay? Pag gumanon, ito po yung underbite, no, mga kaibigan? Alright? Ano po yung purpose na pinapakita ko para maintindihan nyo? Pag underbite po yung aso nyo, isa po yun sa fault. So, hindi po siya desirable. Ang tanong siguro nito, hindi ko na, i-assume ko na lang na ang tanong mo is, kapag underbite ba yung aso mo, ay matatalo ka agad yun, automatic talo? Hindi po, kasi hindi siya disqualifying fault. Ilalaro mo pa ba rin ba kapag alam mo kung ano yung isang American Bully standard, alam mo kung anong tamang itsura ng American Bully, at nandun yun sa aso mo, nagkataon lang na underbite siya, wag lang ho yung labas pangil, labas na yung ngipin. Kapag slight underbite lang siya, ilaro mo pa rin, i-train mo pa rin. Why? Dahil yung fault ng bite ay iisang fault lang po yun. Napakarami pa po. Easty-westy, meron pa po tayong high rear, may king tail, ang dami pa po. So isa lang ho yun. At lahat, kahit ho mga champion, paminsan-minsan, meron din ho silang fault. Wala hong flawless dog. So yun ho ang sagot sa tanong. Sana nasagot ko. What's your take on throwback? Yan na naman ang tanong ni Rolzon Oliver. Magandang tanong.
I think ikaw, brother, na itanong mas extensive ang experience.
Dahil ikaw yung pinakamatanda.
For throwback, it's something you really can't control. Para sa akin, ha? You can't, kasi what am I trying to say? You can't, unless your goal is to, unless ang ginawa mo is, for example, what I did, nag-inbreed or nag-line breed, yes, malaki ang chance of throwback. Pero it's one of those things na if you really want to breed, saying na, for example, ang lolo ng aso mo is magu, and gusto mo magpalabas na magu, it's something you can only hope for. Pero you can give it the support it needs by breeding towards or breeding dogs na heavy rin ang magu pedigrees. Para sa akin, ganun ang throwback. Kasi it's really hard. Mahirap siyang tansyahin. I think it's nearly impossible para matansya mo kailan magtutubak or what. Pero it is possible na lumabas ang traits ng lolo for further generations. Pero it's one of those things na mahirap siyang i-factor into the equation kasi it's one of those, I guess, mysteries talaga.
Hindi mo siya mapipredict. Pero parang, okay, magbibreed ako dahil gusto ko may throwback yung si certain dog na ganito. Ang hirap nun di ba? Ang alam mo lang yung probability na may maglalabas na throwback na itsura ng lahi ng mga generations back, posible yon. You can always say na it's possible na mag-reappear yon, yung itsura na yon. Pero if tina-target mo, kunyari magbibreed ka para sa throwback, ang hirap. Ang hirap. Hindi kami scientists, pero I don't think. Sa mga, ito po pala sa mga nagmamanok. Ito yung na marami na po nagmamanok na nagbubuli ngayon. Ang kasarapan sa pagiging mad scientist ng mga breeders sa pagmamanok, mga kaibigan, ay kapag po nag-breed kayo, hindi nga ba't ilang itlog yun lumalabas. Tapos kapag kayong bloodline, brinid nyo, ang dami, hundreds of young chicks, di ba? Tapos, kumbaga, ang dami mong, ito yung lagi kong sinasabi, may certain bloodline kang lalaroin, tapos ang daming lumalabas, pwede kang magkal, pwede kang mamili. Ang sobrang challenge sa pag-aaso, minsan, magbe-breed ka compared sa manok na hundreds or thousands, tayo may 2, 3, 4 na puppies lang. Tapos, hindi mo naman siya basta-basta maulit lang, di ba mga kaibigan? So, sa mga kapwa nating, sa mga nagsasabong na marami silang alam sa breeding, maganda rin na ma-share nyo sila sa mga kakilala nyo na nagbe-breed ng aso, kahit anong pang aso yan. Tapos, yun, collective effort tayo na matuto sa isa't isa. So, may challenge talaga sa aso dahil yung specimen na gusto mong itest, kakaunti. Ito naman, balita daw po may frozen semen na. Malaking tulong sana yan sa community. Yes, Jeremy, malapit na yan. Tapos, ito po, wag ka na daw bumili ng aso, sabi ni Mrs. Kasi sa labas na daw matutulog. Ayun na nga naman. Kaya, napakaswerte po ng mga lalaki na ang kanilang Mrs. ay very supportive sa kanilang mga asawa. And ganun din. Kasi marami na po tayo mga kababaihan na sila mismo ang bumibili ng mga asong American Bully. Alright? So, it goes hand in hand. If your partner supports your endeavor, then you're very lucky because less na yung naiisipin mo, hindi na yung magpapa-stress sa'yo. Tapos sabi naman ni Kiko, thank you sa mga knowledge, sir. Napakaganda dyan. Sabi ng Dominic Mahigab sa venue, malamang yon. Sabi naman ni Justin, thank you for all the learnings. Kailan pala dating, natanong na yan. Throwback, okay po ba? Bayad? No? Okay po, may bayad. Nasagot ko na yan. Congrats daw kay Polar Tank.
Thank you po. Maraming salamat, Bro James. Ay, Brother James.
Okay, tingnan nyo itong sinabi ni John Paul Omolon. Maybe next time you can talk about the balance of business and passion. Yeah.
Ganda
Gagawin natin yan. We're very interested in that topic. One of these days, gagawin namin isang topic and please, ipin natin to mga kaibigan, Nathan and Reg. And for your information, I'll always be here, but Reg and Nathan will be my constant co-host as long as available sila on that night, mag-uusap kami. Kasi importante kasi, collective effort. Hindi lang po galing sa isang tao, di ba? And then, marami tayong demographics na gustong ma-penetrate at ma-reach out, di ba? So, ito si Luis Lopez. What's first to be considered po mga sir? Bloodline or ideal bully? Looking forward to buy foundation male to help gene pool here in Visayas. Take it away, Nathan.
Bloodline. Okay. It's okay. For me if you're looking forward to buy a foundation male to help the gene pool, sinagot mo na kasi yung tanong mo. You need the genes. Anong genes ang kulang sa Visayas? Pero that doesn't say na hindi dapat maganda or structurally sound ang aso. It's always better na kung structurally sound talaga ang aso. What am I trying to say? Para sa akin, dapat no-brainer na dapat yung bibilin mong aso, meron ng certain bully traits, bully characteristics. And if you're, in this case, your goal is to help the gene pool in Visayas, I would suggest na looking for that structurally sound male na meron ding bagong bloodline to offer. For what do I mean by this? Sa Visayas, actually marami na talaga. Sila Brother Erwin Ngo, sa Jotan, the rest of Team Askal, si Mayor. So what I'm trying to say is, ano bang bloodline ang kulang sa Visayas? Anong napapansin mong wala sa Visayas? And maybe try within that parameter, maghanap ka ng aso na may ganong dugo na male na, as close as you can to the breed standard. Or in case of production, I personally believe may extremities when it comes to his looks. Para talagang mabigay niya yung hinahanap mong traits.
All right, Nathan. Thank you. Tama yung sinasabi niya. Bro Reg, do you wanna add something?
I have the same answer actually.
So, copy-paste lang po. Luis, ito yung masasabi ko. It's very admirable that you are just looking forward to buy your foundation male, pero ganyan ka na mag-isip. Bloodline or ideal bully, what's first to be considered. Kasi gusto namin, ito po yung sinasabi ko ng educated community na kahit wala ka pang aso, you can be educated na.
Yes.
Gets, Nathan? Gets, Reg, di ba?
Same.
So, ano yung mangyayari dyan? Kung educated ka na pala, bago mo papasukin ng isang endeavor, educated guess, calculated risk yung mangyayari. And then, ang pwede ko lang personally, ang pwede kong ma-advise sa'yo, don't look at don't focus on other people's dog. Kung hindi, ngayon na nag-aaral ka, kung ano muna yung pinaka-gusto mong looks na parang nasasayahan ka, and make an educated guess kasi nga nag-aaral ka, nakikinig ka, yun ang bilhin mo for your first ever foundation male. If you're trying to put limitations dahil ano ba yung bloodline na papatok sa Visayas, you are putting, again, like I said, may limitation ka. Naiintindihan ko yung gusto mo mangyari na pagka bumili ka, aside from the looks na gusto mo, yung patok na bloodline. Pero sa totoo lang, kahit si Nathan na magsabi sa'yo tsaka si Reg, ano bang pwede nilang sabihin sa'yo na directly, Rocoline? Maguline? Yes. O Louis V? Wala. Pero give yourself credit. Sa ginagawa mo namang pagre-research, kung American Bully ang gusto mo, nagkataon na may marami ka namang nakikitang ideal American Bully na gusto mo, yun yung pag-basean mo muna. And then, think about breeding once na nasa iyo na yung bloodline. Nasa iyo na yung aso. Kasi pag nasa iyo na yung aso, alam mo na yung bloodline niya. Ngayon, doon ka mag-iisip kung paano mo siya in-network or paano mo siya i-connect sa ibang mga aso sa paligid mo sa Visayas. Bago mo isipin ng buong Visayas, isipin mo muna yung sarili mo. Dahil give credit to yourself na nag-aaral ka naman kung ano yung maganda at hindi maganda sa breeding, sa isang aso, di ba? Tama ba, Bro Reg and Nathan?
Yes.
Perfect answer.
Ayan. Tapos, sabi ni Jeremy, up. Sabi ni Dominic, huwag na natin isipin yan, si Dominic. Sabi ni G. John Britton, congratulations.
Maraming salamat, Brother John. Maraming salamat.
Yeah. Sabi naman ni Rosel Rojas, Lode, siguro si Roy ang idol niya. Good evening mga sir, salamat po sa sharing knowledge. Sistema, mabuhay kayo, sabi na yung sistema. Mabuhay din ang sistema mo, sistema kung sino man ka, kung sino ka man. Sana kami sunod mag-champ ADB Big Daddy. Aba, ayan, di ba?
Yes.
Ano bang binibigay natin? Inspiration, di ba?
Yes.
Ito
Maganda
naman,
talaga yung aso niya.
ito Nathan, no, para sa iyo at kay Reg. Lacking the specific muscle tone phenotype po ba? Kasi based on my research po, too much variation of phenotype can result to inconsistency within the litter. Ito tayo.
Oh. Well, doon pumapasok yung may partly doon papasok yung purpose mo kung bakit gusto mo mag-inbreeding. Tama ba? Tama ba sa pag-aintindi ko dun sa question?
Yes. Actually, pareho kami answer ni Bro Reg. It depends on what you want to do. It depends on your vision. Gusto mo bang sabi nga ni Brother Reg, i-magnify yung certain looks ni muscle tone? Or do you want to, make a show dog na balance? Or yeah. Pareho kami answer ni Brother Reg. Depends on your vision.
Pero
Ayun, Russ.
technically, tama yun eh. Parang tama naman. Kasi too much variation of phenotype can result, yes, hindi mo na alam kung kung anong i-expect mo actually. Hindi mo alam kung ano i-expect mo.
Pero, if I may add, dyan lumalabas din most likely. Yang sinasabi na yan dyan usually, once you outcross, that's usually, dyan ka bumubuo ng panglaro. Like si Rogan, for example, si Zeus, the past
Zeus.
ABKC
Scarface.
Nationals, di ba? Iba-iba ang pedigree. Iba-iba, scattered ang pedigree because they were trying to mix and match. And correct me, Sir John, if I'm wrong, meron din somewhere along their pedigree, may isang malapot na in-outcross ulit para mabuo yung gusto nila.
Correct. It's a product of
Years.
Diba? Years.
Planning talaga siya.
Yep. Meron pa tayo dito. Magandang tanong. Ito naman po ay galing kay sabi ni Rudolph Tines, good evening daw. Sabi naman ni Ting Ting, looking forward sa next topic, sir. Blessings to everyone na nag-share ng knowledge nila. Blessings din sa'yo, Ting Ting, na nanood ka naman dito sa amin. Merong tanong about venue kanina, babalikat ko po yun. Asan yun? Ba't nawala? Sa nagtatanong ng venue kanina ng March 24, ito po. Si kaibigang Rab Batanghenyo, ang ating pong March 24 venue ay sa Antipolo, Island Heights, Antipolo, Rizal. Sa clubhouse po ng Island Heights, na Sunday po yon, so wag po tayong matakot sa traffic. Ito, may bump daw yung tail but it's not that visible unless mahawakan. Qualified po ba siya to compete on ABKC show? Yes. Kasi kahit pa bump siya, hindi naman siya disqualification. 'Di ba? Ang masasuggest ko po ay hindi ko po mapapakita ngayong gabi lahat ng ating mga photos or illustration ng tails, pero specific question, specific answer, you can still compete. It's not a disqualification. Sabi naman ni Kiko, sana Sir John makita namin si showring si Rogan. Isa siya sa real American bully na may emphasis on real. Baka maraming matrigger pagka mayroong real. Para sa akin, kailangan niya ma-share at ipakita sa karamihan. Nailabas ko na siya last September. May plano akong ilabas kung kaya, ilalabas ko uli siya within April siguro. Diba? Pagka mayroon tayong mga closer venues, na kasi kung hindi po nakakalam, ako po ay taga-norte. Kung taga-Maynila po ako, lahat ho siguro ng Manila shows na ilabas ko na po siya, di ba? So may challenge lang po, pero ang na-promise ko naman po, lagi ko namang napopost yung kanyang mga unedited video. So ma-appreciate niyo po siya, di ba? Si Russell, thanks mga sir. I think this is what the bully community needs to learn. Breeding etiquette. Wow. All right. Straight Q for Sir Nathan. What would you consider? Consistent producer with structure or color with backup pedigree? It seems like Lloyd values color so much. Ano masasabi mo, Nathan?
Okay, Brother Lloyd. So early part of this interview nga, I think it was yun nga sa unang nakat na interview actually, was I bought Tank knowing na he is white pied because I know white pied has strong gene cells, strong gene pools, malakas siya magbigay dominant. If ako, I would always consider, I will always consider consistent producer with structure. Why? Because if I want a show dog, well, correct me Sir John if I'm wrong, pero I believe na Merl ang color na disqualified sa ABKC. So, as far as color is concerned,
Tama. Tama ka doon, Nathan. Yung Merl lang ang hindi accepted and the albino one.
yes, the albino. Yun.
Pero
For me,
bihira.
producer with structure. Kasi, maraming dogs na may pedigree, pero not all dogs with pedigree produce.
Ayun. So, eto. Napakaganda raw ng paksa nyo po ngayong gabi dahil sa tungkol sa breeding lalo kami ginaganahan para mas lalo butihin ang pag-breed ng American Bully. Salamat mga idol. Wala nga naman yun. Joaquin Bautista. Sabi naman ni Luis Lopez, thank you sir, fully enlightened. Yes, wag kang Ito, sasagutin ni Reg ito. Benjamin Villados. Si Veneno po ba exotic or real American Bully? Emphasis on the real para may matrigger.
Veneno is an American Bully.
Yes.
Hindi ko na po sasagutin yan. Pero anyway, extra sagot lang po, additional lang po. Si Veneno, siyempre hindi ko siya nakita in person, pero meron po talagang post yung, kasi from America nabili siya sa China and from China napunta na siya ng Canada. Yung Canadian owner, dahil tinanong rin siya directly, ang sagot niya, American Bully, si Veneno. Para lang po kayo matulungan sa pag-iisip dahil alam ko na po ang mga kasunod na tanong pagdating po sa Veneno tao. Ito po ang pwede ko po sabihin ng mga kaibigan natin. Si Veneno po ay sumikat lalo na nung punta China kasi marami siya kuno, mga production na magaganda pagdating sa exotic. Sa looks ng exotic. Okay, mga kaibigan. Kapag sinabi naman na American Bully pala si Veneno, bakit tinatawag na exotic yung mga anak niya? Mga kaibigan, kung American Bully ang isang aso, pero nalalapit siya sa looks ng exotic bully, sabihin na lang ho natin na si Veneno ay American Bully dahil sabi nga ng may-ari, American Bully siya. At kung totoo lahat ng breeding sa China, ang masasabi ko po ay, bakit po si Veneno ang tinitingnan nyo lang? Hindi nyo tinitingnan yung nanay na ginamit. Kasi baka yung nanay na ginamit, yun ang nag-add ng exotic features sa mga anak ni Veneno. Kasi kung si Veneno, hindi ko naman siya nakita in person, kung mismo may-ari, tinawag niya, ang looks ni Veneno ay American Bully, at ibrinid mo siya sa American Bully na aso, na female, malamang American Bully ang lalabas. Pero since panay malamang exotic females ang ginamit sa kanya sa China, at marami naman silang mga paraan para ma-ensure kung ano ang looks ng lalabas sa China, ay para masagot po, hindi porket nilabel na American Bully si Veneno, ay ang lahat na lalabas sa kanya ay American Bully din. Dahil depende po kung ano po yung naging pares. And ano po ba yung true pairing. Okay? Pwedeng Veneno lang yung ginamit, pero hindi naman pala talaga siya. Di ba? So yun po yung kasagutan doon. Ako ba? Ruben Texon. Salamat sa guidance mga idol. Rozon Oliver. Can you please answer, how about platinum? Is it acceptable color? Bago sagutin ni Nathan at saka ni Reg ang tanong mo, Rozon, ako po ay taong hindi ho na masyado akong ignorante sa mga type of colors. Ang alam ko na po, fawn, blue, brindle. So yung mga bagong Isabella, mga magagandang Isabella, Platinum, Neural Link, SpaceX, Color, mga Hollywood, mga Skim, gano'n. Hindi ko po alam yung mga yon, pero ang importante po sa akin, sa showring ng ABKC, kapag Merl ka, hindi ka pwede sa showring. Kapag American Bully ka, pero Merl ka, hindi ka pwede sa showring, pwede ka magkaroon lang ng American Bully paper. Ang pangalawa na may issue ay yung albino. Ang albino yung super white na pati yung eyelids niya po ay walang pigmentation. So hindi ko po masasagot kung yung platinum ay parang white rin naman po, pero may pigment naman po yung kanyang mata, paa, or whatever. Kung hindi siya albino, may pagkaiba lang yung pagiging white na, edi acceptable siya. Alright. Tapos ito naman po, what age po para masabi na ma-reach ng full maturity niya? Alam na po ni Bro Reg yan, sasagutin niya yan habang nag-vape.
3 to 4 eh. 3 to 4 talaga.
Oo, 3 to 4. And I agree. Para masabi natin na na-reach na ho yung peak, nandiyan na po. So si Polar Tank, 3 years old, nasa peak na yan. Pinasamantala na ni Bro Nathan yan kasi nasa peak na yan. At champion na yan. Congratulations, Polar Tank. Itong kaibigan natin, si Reza Barica from California. So maraming natulungan si Reza Barica sa pag-shipping. Siya po ang number 1 shipper ng Pilipinas. At ng buong mundo. Pati sa Mars po siya mag-ship.
Hello,
Partner po
Brother Reza.
Si Junwell Ding, kahit sa impyerno, kaya niya mag-ship.
Yung imposible, nagiging posible kay pare Junwell.
Shoutout ko lang yung bagong facility ni Brother Junwell sa Italy. Just
Italy.
It's coming from Europe, no?
Oo. Ganun talaga.
Another person contributing to the community.
Oo, Junwell Ling and Reza Barica. Mabuhay po kayong dalawa.
Very
Tapos
humble na mga tao.
Hindi ko mabanggit. Charlotte. Okay. May rule po kami sa aming live podcast. Pagka hindi ho namin mabanggit ang inyong pangalan, hindi namin babasahin ang inyong question. Kapag bibigyan ko ba, is it possible na lalabas na correct kahit ang dam ay po? Pakisagot na lang po, Mr. Nathan, the oldest in the group.
Yes. For me, possible pa rin, no? Yeah, again, we have strong traits coming from both ends. Unless siguro pareho silang fault, pareho ng fault. Yun, may malaking chance, malaking possibility to
the probability is higher. Both underbuy. Expect 90% underbuy.
Yes.
Both king tail. Expect high probability. King tail.
Yes.
Both high rear. Expect the probability. Diba? Yung tanong ni Rolzon kanina, throwback. Pwede yun, lumabas. Wala na. Parehong full tail, tapos bigla na lang may anak na king tail. Kasi throwback nga. Diba? Tapos listening while driving pauwi ng Batangas, si G. John Britton. Napakasarap naman ng mga pinapakinggan mo. Ito yung tinasabi ko, ito yung pinag-uusapan namin ni Bro Nathan and Bro Reg. Na kapag ginawa nating podcast na parang kwentuhan lang, lahat ho sila, pwede ho nilang pakinggan ang ating mga pinag-uusapan kahit na hindi nila nakikita ang ating kagwapuhan, nakikinig lang ho sila sa ating mga boses na kahit paminsan-minsan po tayo ay sinisipon, pero pinapakinggan nila sa napakagandang speaker ng kanilang mga sasakyan, malinaw na malinaw pa rin ang dating. Kaya nga, we owe it to you na nakikinig at nanonood sa amin na para pagbutihin ho namin. And please comment kung ang aming mga boses or ang aming audio ay hindi maganda or ang aming video ay hindi clear. Pero I am positive, malinaw naman po kami sa inyo. So sa mga manunood po sa replay, kahit ho anong oras pwede nyo kaming pakinggan. 3 oras na po ito. Malapit na rin ho tayo matapos dahil kami po ay may buhay din. Papatay na po kami mga asawa po namin. May mga anak po rin kami. Pero ang importante lang po, tatandaan nyo mga kaibigan, lahat po ito ay forever na sa social media. Pwede nyo balik-balikan sa Facebook and sa YouTube channel. Do I sound like a DJ right now? I need a headphone na hindi naman peke lang para lang magmukha tayong DJ Sabi ni Justin Kiambao, nagtatrabaho ko habang nakikinig. Ano kayang trabaho ni Justin Kiambao? Pwede siyang lady guard?
FBI. Ano?
Or nasa supulterero? Alam ba ni Nathan kung anong supulterero?
Yun lang, sir, hindi.
Ayun ang atin mo. Embalmer ba si Justin Kiambao? Kaya nandyan pa siya sa trabaho niya.
Bomber.
Diba? Ito natin, may follow-up daw question. Follow-up eh. Pag 3 oras na po, follow-up ko pa. Clint, Carlo Villanueva, follow-up question. Yung nabili ko pong female turns out to be underbite. Kapag po ba na-breed ko siya, possible na magkaroon ng underbite? Yes, everything is possible. Baka magkaroon ka pa nga ng anak na mayroong bling-bling ang kanyang bite. Pinanganak siya, may braces na po kaagad, mga kaibigan. Kapag nakilala niyo po si Johnny Nerva, ayoko na ilabas ang tunay na Johnny Nerva.
Sa ano na lang, sa ABF na lang. No?
ABF na lang. Sabi naman ni Flint, napakaganda po ng boses nyo. Nakaka-in-love daw. Abay, Flint, Carlo Villanueva, maraming salamat sa iyo. Still listening from start till now. Tingnan mo naman si Mr. J. Bullies and Vlogs. Sa YouTube siya nakikinig. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Actually, pinapalakas nyo kami kahit na inaantok na kami. Ito pa, pwede po ba mag-request ng music, DJ John? Ang music po natin ay magagaling po sa album ni Reg Capistrano.
Diyos ko po.
Ang kanyang kakantahin po ay I Believe I Can Fly from by R. Kelly.
Parang nung ano yan.
Any thoughts? Meron tayong Ace Bullies. Any thoughts on crypto? ABKC Champ, I think.
Yes, ito yata yung tinanong niya, Sir John. Ako, I'm not 100% sure.
Ako rin eh. Hindi ko kilala si crypto. Sorry.
Sabi niya kasi Merl daw na ABKC Champ, he thinks.
I doubt.
Well, ako rin, I doubt.
I really doubt. I highly doubt.
ABKC. Baka champion pero hindi si ABKC.
Oh, champ siya, hindi sa ABKC. Tapos pwede siyang mayroong ABKC fan match show na Merl, pero definitely hindi. Salamat daw sa pag-share ng knowledge. Sample. Ito naman, huwag natin basahin uli yan si Dominic Mahiga.
May tampo pa rin si brother dyan.
Oo naman si Dominic, nagpupuyat na nga eh.
Pare may tampo pa rin si Sir John kay Doms eh.
Wala namang stars na pinapadala eh. Good evening, Sir John. Sabi ni J. Kennel Puppies, good evening.
Yung mga kapatid ko, panay padala ng stars kahapon eh.
Oo nga, maraming salamat sa stars. Hindi ko alam kung magkano po ang ibinibigay noon, pero anything. Yan si Buwabalak.
Kuya Bao, maraming salamat Kuya Bao. Maraming salamat.
Sumingit pa pag 3 oras. Kahapon nandyan rin yan, nakikinig rin yan at pupunta raw yan sa ating American Bully Forum. So lahat ho, baguhan man or datihan katulad ni Wabalak, Recoter at May Recoter, pupunta po ng ating March 24 ABKC Forum. At ipapakita ko ulit sa mga nanonood pa, ito po ang ating venue para ma-entice po kayong pumunta. Diba?
Napakaganda.
Mag-aaral kayo, diba? Actually, seriously, sa mga pupunta po doon, hindi lang ho ako yung mapapakinggan nyo. Madami hong mga batikan na pupunta na pwede nyo silang kausapin at magtanong. Marami ho tayo matututunan sa kanila. Katulad nilang ito, si Mr. Bao. Di ba? Joel Enriquez, good evening daw, mga sir, salute. Star dancer daw po, papadala mga boss ni Lloyd, Tagatak. Aba, itong si Rolson at si Lloyd, kanina pa silang nag-uusap na parang dapat sila na lang yata ang mag-live and podcast. We appreciate you, Lloyd and Rolson. We truly appreciate. God bless daw, sabi ni Boss Wabalak Recoter. Bigyan natin ng pansin si Dominic. Sarap. Sample, ha. Walang basaan, Dominic, mga kaibigan.
Doon lumala yung sipon mo, brother.
Doon lumala. Ang sipon ko ay sa 1 week na po. Akala ko'y gagaling na ako nung gabing yun.
Nabasa ng madaling araw.
Oh, kalahin mong katabi ko si Polar Tank noon, hindi ko man lang naamoy. Ibig sabihin, may sipon talaga ako. Di ba? Mga kaibigan, hardcore bullies. Ito. Sorry na late mga idol listening while working from Bicol. Oh. Isa na naman to. While working, ano ka ba talaga? Lady guard ka ba? Hardcore bullies? Or ikaw ay embalmer? Are you working in the cemetery?
Guys,
Working as a call center agent, mga kaibigan.
Guys, ako'y mauuna na rin pala. At ako'y
Ayan na.
magsusundo pa.
Si Nathan and si Reg, it's an honor to be with you guys again. Sa lahat po ng nakinig sa amin, mga kaibigan, this is our ending na meron na naman po kami mapapag-usapan. Bago kayo umalis, ano yung kanina yung pag-uusapan? Business and breeding, no?
Passion. Yung
Passion.
business and
Something,
passion.
di ba? Yeah. Kaya tandaan nyo, kami po ay magkakaroon ng bagong topic sa susunod kung kailan kami available tatlo. Tapos mag-uusap na naman po tayo about it. So, we'll try to invite po mga international guests po para pareho tayong magkaroon ng nosebleed. Hindi lang matusipon, pati dugo lumabas. Di ba, mga kaibigan? So, wag po kayong mag-alala. Ito, watching from Antipolo naman po. Tapos, hope this kind of podcast magtuloy-tuloy. Hopefully, sa mga tulong nyo na nakikinig. Ano mga kaibigan? So, from here on, we're gonna say good night, everyone. Have a
good night.
Good night. Good night.
Sound sleep, healthy sleep, sound sleep, and great morning tomorrow. Look at your dogs. If you're not happy, reset button. Huwag mo kayo mag-atubilin, sumuporta, mag-share, mag-like ng itong mga pinapanood yung videos sa YouTube and Facebook. We'll see you again, guys. We love you.
Magandang gabi.
Maraming pong
Good night,
salamat.
everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Peace.